your bitch like I was Drake,
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, you here been the front, so you get my meals. I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Come on with a dank, scrolling in the tank, rolling with the gang. You sit and I on the sideline tripping. I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin.
Yeah. I'm okay.
What up, though? Welcome to Woodward Heavyweights Live on Sports.com. I'm your boy Eazy. Join my guy, Spin More Rex.
Hello.
We got young Chris in the TD booth.
Yes, sir.
And Kenny G on the 1s and 2s.
Shout out.
First time in the heavies, man.
Yeah, man. I'm liking the vibe. Everything else feels like the club. It's like the after party.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what it's supposed to be. And they're bringing two nerds after us. Makes no sense.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Itchy and Slappy.
I can't. Bruner got mad at me for it.
No way.
Nick snitched. He made it sound bad.
Itchy and Slappy's funny, dude.
It is funny. I thought it was funny, too.
Dude, those guys just can't take jokes, man.
They can't.
They can't take a joke.
Bruner can to a certain extent, and then he just...
Once you talk about John Cena a little too much, he starts getting mad.
Yo, Chris with the fresh cut.
I really can't see him.
Who did you up?
Lady
Beth
James.
Did. Beth did.
Bethany.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good
shout out
save.
to Beth.
Maybe you get the next one free. Smash that like button. 5-star review on all podcast platforms. Brandon Staley.
It's me.
Official.
Wow.
Officially fired.
Yeah.
From the Los Angeles Chargers. This shit should have happened last year.
I mean, talk about a guy who loves tits and John Cena. Like Brandon Staley was, he was teetering the edge for a long time. He was playing his guys the last week of the season, having them getting hurt, not calling a timeout when the Raiders were about to just take the tie. That would put them both in the playoffs, which made the Raiders like, all right, we're not going to take the tie, and they went for the win and got the win, and then the Chargers didn't make the playoffs because of it. Brandon Staley's an absolute joke. I'm glad he's gone. Justin Herbert deserves better. Our guy Justin Slanik deserves better.
Yeah.
So now that Brandon Staley's gone, rest in piss, Brandon Staley.
Well, then when he did make the playoffs, he let go off like a 25-point lead or something like that.
At home.
At home.
At home to Trevor Lawrence, who threw, 4 interceptions in the first half, I believe, in that game.
Bro, the wild shit is, too, like, this guy's a former defensive coordinator. You have pieces on defense. You got Bosa. You got Khalil Mack. You got Derwin James, who's like one of my favorite safeties in the game.
Yeah.
Asante Samuel Jr. is like a dog, too.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Why does he suck so bad?
They got Eric Hendricks, too.
Yeah, they grabbed Eric Hendricks in the offseason. I mean, he's a little old, but still. I mean, formidable. Like, but at least when we have AG, I could be like, look, we need some pieces. There's no all-pros here.
They have pieces.
Yeah.
You
have multiple pieces, fam. And you just thought, Aiden O'Connell. Aiden fucking O'Connell in the rookie season.
Yeah.
Bro, in the first half. Like,
shout out to my guy, Josh Palmer.
Yeah.
So I
was nervous for you last night.
I was nervous, too. I started him, obviously, I'm in the fantasy playoffs. I missed the bye because I ended up getting third place, so I didn't get the bye. So I'm playing this week, and I started Josh Palmer. And I was at the gym, and he had 0 points in the first half. And I was getting real nervous, but I saw it was, 42-0. So I was like, all right, they're going to be throwing the ball. I leave the gym, go to the gas station, grab myself, a little body armor and a Cliff Bar as my after the gym power snack.
You just go out of the way, let people know you be working out.
And then I go.
You seen a picture of eggs in the group chat.
I wasn't gains, bro. And then I'm going home, and literally as soon as I step foot into my house, what happens? 70-yard touchdown to Josh Palmer. As soon as I step foot in my house, Josh Palmer, 78 yards down the field, boom, 14 points right there. He finished with like 22. So
I know for me too, is I had like a bunch of family over because my sisters had a baby. Shout out to my niece Denaya, just came out.
Shout out.
But I told my family like I know like we're all here to hang out and there's kids, but like we're watching football.
Yeah.
It was such a blowout. I feel like I was an asshole about it though. I was like, it's my house, like this is what we're watching. And it was a blowout. I was like, all right, I guess we change it now.
We can put on Baby Shark or something.
Yeah. I like threw a whole fucking man fit by watching football. Ended up being a terrible game, but I watched a little bit on my phone.
Yeah, but I was worried because I was going up against Devontae Adams.
Bro, that's the other thing too, bro.
He had like 12 points in the first half, and I was sitting there at 0. So
I'm in the fantasy playoffs as well. I was playing against Jacoby Myers because Keenan Allen was out. And so I'm pissed off as well because, like, bro, it's a fucking backup quarterback. You can't stop him right now? You're defensive coordinator. Bro, good riddance. Terrible fucking coach.
Yeah.
I did that petty shit last night, too, where I went, like, on Twitter in the search history. I typed in, like, Brandon Staley great just to see people who, like, had that take at any point in their lives.
Not many.
Yeah, well, there was a couple of them. Actually, there's one guy I didn't really. I was just commenting on random like one, just being an absolute fucking troll. One of them was like, you ever heard the Football Guys podcast? They're fairly big. They got a couple thousand followers, like 30 something or whatever. He replied back. He's like, yeah, that's how it works. He was like, honestly, I'm pissed off, but like, I was being a troll.
I was trolling on Instagram Reels last night. I saw one of this, like, it was like a vegan page, and it was like a crab that was packaged for food to go, and it was like still alive, and it was trying to fight out of the plastic.
Jesus.
And like somebody was like, "This is so scary! Like the fear and the confusion that this crab is going in." I commented, I was like, "Fear and confusion is what makes it taste good," and then I just turned it off. But
speaking of trolls, a couple trolls to get to. Actually, let's get to this one first. So there was a fake Kanye.
Yeah.
At the Miami Heat game.
Yeah, I saw that.
Completely tricked everybody. Like, why the fuck would you think
Kanye's in a box if he's at a game?
He calls himself a god. You think he's sitting fucking next to you?
Yeah, no.
At the Miami Heat game?
No, he's going to be in a box.
Like, you have the video, Chris? I sent it last night. Play this thing. This is insane. What is wrong with people?
Does he actually look like him? I mean, I hope he would look like him at least.
You know, it's funny. It's like the classic.
It's a black dude wearing all black. It's
classic. They all look the same.
No way.
Bro, they're chanting his name, screaming for him the whole fucking time. Amateurs. He was living it up.
Imagine how stupid you would feel.
What are you about to say, Kenny?
No, I say amateurs.
Yeah.
Bro, why? Why the fuck would you think Kanye was sitting fucking
in the
section 213? Yeah, like, bro, the fuck out of here. Yeah. Stay on the same, I guess, theme of trolls. Guys fighting tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Colby Cuckington. He's an absolute piece of shit.
Dude, I hope he gets his ass whooped.
I hope he gets. I hope he woke
Colby
up a demon last night. So he's been known to be a piece of shit. He says so he fought his former best friend and then talked shit about him being a father and his kids.
About Jorge?
Yeah. Crossing the line. Kamaru Usman, he's a former UFC champion. He has a father that was incarcerated. Talk shit about that. Crossing the line. Like that's the thing. It's like I talk shit. But like if you're talking shit about somebody who's not going to be in the ring that night.
Yeah, don't talk shit about somebody's family.
Yeah. Like talk shit with who you're fighting, not about people outside the ring who aren't able to like defend themselves. So like that's just
unless
fucking
you're
retarded.
Dylan Dennis, because that shit was funny.
That is fair. All right, worst case scenario. We
Jake
talked
Paul's
about
girls over.
a father that was incarcerated. We talked about kids. How about a dead father?
Yeah.
Here's a clip from the press conference last night.
We were.
It's a press conference. I sent that you're allowed to play it.
I wasn't able to get it because it was like deleted. It was like deleted. I tried to find it.
Damn it,
The
Chris.
one that you quoted.
What the fuck, Chris?
It was deleted.
No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
he talked shit about Leon's
I'll see if I
dad,
can
father.
Yeah. So that's the other thing too. Like Colby's known to like rehearse his lines like a cornball, like absolute cornball. He was like tripping and slipping over his lines in the first place. But it's like, yeah, I'm taking the 7 layers of. First he said hair.
7 layers of hair.
Yeah. But he meant like 7 layers of hell.
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah, you might see your dad there. And not only is his dad dead, there's one thing like I have a dead father, like that obviously is terrible.
That's fucked.
His dad was murdered.
Damn.
So it's like if your dad like died from like sickness, like something you might be expected. His dad was murdered. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking like unexpectedly taken from your life at the age of 13. And by the way, too, if you have like foreigner parents, I know that the shoe's a thing. Fucking Leon hit the fucking mic with the quickness, like the pinpoint accuracy of like of foreigners, bro, is insane. Yeah. But yeah, bro, yeah, out of pocket. I wish we had the video to show you, but Colby Covington,
he's a bitch, dude. He tries to talk all this shit. He tries to be cool. Tries to bring this. It's just fake. Everything he does is fake.
That's the worst part about it, bro.
Like if you're gonna be like that, don't just put on a front. Like if you're an actual asshole, I can at least respect it because that's who you are. But he's just doing this shit for clicks, and he's such a bitch, dude. I hope he gets knocked out again.
Yeah.
When fucking Kamaru broke his jaw, bro, that was one of my favorite UFC fights I've ever seen.
That's the best. You know what's crazy too is like he has like a fan base out there. I mean, there might be some in the chat right now.
Of course he does.
I have it pulled up right now.
We know who they are. It's that same.
that
same
meme.
stock meme.
The sunglasses meme.
The sunglasses
hat
memes. Yeah.
Facts. That's facts.
Colby Covington's the best fighter in the UFC.
One thing I did give him kudos for is like he completely pretended like he didn't get his jaw broken, and people kind of like glossed over it. No, Kamaru Usman broke that man's jaw.
He broke his jaw.
Broke his fucking jaw. Like the guy that talks like the worst and most shit got his jaw broken like quite literally.
Yeah.
But then it is fake because in the second fight with Kamaru Usman, I think it was either before the fight or like towards the end of the round or like after the fight. It was like just for promotion. That's what he said. Like they caught him on the mics or whatever. Like, oh, it's just for promotion.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
You don't talk about people's family if it's just for promotion.
Like, especially if you don't meet. It's just like a unnecessary evil, I should say. And speaking of evil, I just hope we walk with Demon and fucking Leon.
Me too.
Leon fucking fucks him up.
Boom, headshot, dead.
Boom, headshot, dead.
That'd be nice.
Who you got in that fight, actually? UFC 296
it's probably going to be Kobe, honestly.
I thought
as much as I hate it, as much as I don't want it to happen, Kobe's a much better wrestler. He's got better stamina. You know, Leon is kind of... Leon's kind of shown that when you get him in the later rounds, he kind of falls apart a little bit. So if Leon could get to him early, then he'd win. But I think Kobe wins in a war of attrition.
Yeah.
So as much as I want to see him get his ass knocked out, I do think he's going to win the fight.
Yeah, I'm. That's where I was initially, like,
because as much of a fucking pussy and piece of shit that he actually is,
he's a good fighter.
He is a good fighter. He's a world class wrestler, but he's just a fucking little bitch, and I hate him so much.
And that's the reason like he had to go like to that like extent, I guess, to promote himself, because like he was a good fighter. Well, here's the thing. He's a good fighter, but he's like he wrestle fucks.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, that's the other part too. Is like, you're gonna talk that much shit, throw the hands.
Soft guy, yeah.
Or at least like finish somebody. Don't just like wrestle fuck them for points in a MMA match, I guess.
Wilson says Soft Cop vs Wonder Boy is the people's main event.
Yeah, that's gonna be a
banger, dude.
My guy, shout the Raw Dog Royval, one of my first interviews in my basement. He's fighting for a title against Alex Pantoja, I think is how you say it. Tony Ferguson is fighting Paddy Pimblett.
Yeah.
How's that one flying underneath the radar?
Because Tony's slipping into madness.
Six fight loss streak.
Yeah, and he's turning into a just walking meme. If this is prime Tony, I mean, he would absolutely demolish Paddy.
It's actually a huge card.
Prime Tony was a monster, but this is
Shane with David Goggins.
This is back nine Tony.
I'm just saying.
I mean, his cardio will be good, but what the fuck is David Goggins going to teach him about fighting?
You think he can beat? I think he beat Paddy. Though.
He can beat Paddy for sure, but I think Paddy's going to win.
Like Paddy's got all this hype, and I get it. He talks his shit. Like his accent is funny to listen to. I think he's more popular here in America. I guess the Scousers.
Tony's dying, bro. I feel like Tony's for sure dying. Tony's circling the grave.
Bro, all right. It's like a fucked up take, but I believe in it still. It's not that fucked up.
The aliens?
Aliens. No. Tony Ferguson has had like mental health issues. Where
he was better when he was off the Mets.
Yes.
Yeah, he was more crazy.
Right?
Yeah, unpredictable.
Bro,
just tenacious.
I swear to God, if you watch like, the fight when he was on that crazy win streak, half the fights he was on, he was winning. He was like losing. But he just like wouldn't like die. Like, that's funny. Like, what the fuck's happening?
You're punching a stone wall. Like he doesn't feel pain. Like he was much better when he was off the Mets.
Yes. So that is my take. Chris, we had to do an album review.
Yes, we did.
Floor is yours.
All right.
No, you're giving him 1 minute to do it.
He's got 2 minutes. Your time's fucked up, and we can go over anyway. Don't let him fucking go.
Okay.
Don't interrupt him.
All right. We got courtesy of Spencer Axter. We got Kid Sensation. C-Town Funk. This is the album. This is first off, you should know this album's trashed by where the parental advisory sticker is located. Look at that. Who the fuck puts it in the top left corner?
Facts.
I've never seen a CD like that before in my life. But so I went to listen to this album, and it was 47 minutes, so it wasn't as bad as ICP, but it was just like dude was just trying to be every single like 90s. This album was released in 1995, by the way, for reference. So he was trying to be everybody from the 1990s LA scene. He was trying to be Snoop. He was trying to be Tupac. He was trying to be Snoop Dogg. Like it was all just like cheap imitations of that. The beats were nice though, I'm not gonna lie. They were like some off-brand DJ Quick shit. So it was smooth, but I mean his voice was just not it. Like dude tried to sound tough like Tupac, and he just doesn't have the voice, doesn't have the gruff for it.
I believe this was 7 on the 20 worst hip hop albums list that I looked up.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it
that bad?
No, I don't see it as that bad because like the beats, like the beats are good, and he is flowing even though he's imitating Snoop Dogg and them. Like he's picking the right flow, so it's like it's not terrible, but it's just like his writing is bad. Like there's no memorable bars. I mean, like, and some of these tracks are just corny. Like look at the titles, man. I know the '90s was corny, but come on, you got Sex in the Studio.
Don't disrespect the 90s like that, all right? The 90s weren't corny.
He's got a song called Ooh Wee.
Ooh-wee, Mr. Poopy Butthole here.
Now, that would be a banger in 2023, but in 1995, no thank you. But Sex in the Studio, Is It Real? If My Pillow Could Talk, Late Night Hookup. Like, dude was trying to be Ja Rule, too, for part of this album. It was just It was not good, but it was 10 times better than the ICP album. Like, it was actually listenable.
I think the last 4 of the 20 worst rap albums list of all time were all ICP albums.
Jesus.
Were they really?
Yeah.
It's crazy that
and
huge
fuck
following.
you guys, by the way, because I get like Reddit, like thread notifications of like the Juggalos.
Hell yeah.
And I don't know.
Dude,
I don't
get in there and have some weird ass clown sex.
Bro, for Halloween, you gotta be a Juggalo.
I don't know.
Yeah, dude, you
Halloween,
should be a Juggalo
you gotta be a Juggalo, bro.
There's still Juggalos in 2023.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
man.
bro. They're they're all over the place.
Pouring Faygo on each other and licking it off, dude. Juggalos still, Juggalos still go hard.
Disgusting.
Hey, what if Kenny was like a juggalo? Like, hey, yo, relax.
Don't talk about my people like that.
Bro's just doing the uncomfortable laugh the whole time because he like doesn't want to speak. I don't know how to like get out of.
Once you're in, you're in.
Yeah,
I don't know how to
I
get
got
out
a story.
of it.
It's an off-air story. I gotta read a story.
It's
About some nudes.
Yeah.
Reddit's got good nudes, man.
So to the ooh-wee thing, there's this guy. I think it's Jason McCourty on Good Morning Football.
Yeah.
And he that's his like. I remember not Braylon, but Burleson had the toe jag swag.
Yeah.
And then Angry Runs. Well, his is like, ooh-wee.
No way.
That's fucking horrible because all I could think about is Mr. Poopy Butthole from freaking.
You know who's better than Mr. Poopy Butthole was Noob Noob. And that one episode, with
Which one's that?
The Vindicators episode, when he's like the little guy and then he has to end up like mopping up all this shit because Rick shits all over the. I don't know. It's just a good episode.
Ooh-wee.
All right, let me tell you about Big Boy. Wintertime in Detroit is always better with comfort foods from Big Boy. Try the veal parmesan or the new Southern Comfort chicken bowl. How about breakfast? The stuffed potato pancakes are back. The classic lumberjack or Santa Fe garden. Also the new apple pie hotcakes that are too good to miss. Top it all off with the new gingerbread shake for dessert. All that and more at Big Boy. And of course, Jack Labrador. Has watching and arguing about sports made your last-minute holiday shopper feeling more pressure than Jared Goff at any time because he's a scared little... Jack Labrador has you covered. It will change your gifting game. In your face, heads-up play that'll have you on the edge of your seat. It's the one deck that brings 3 games to your table. Perfect for lazy last-minute shoppers like you. Jack Labrador is the ultimate gift that keeps giving the holiday fun. Scan the QR code above or go to jacklabrador.com to get your decks today.
Yeah.
Calling all landscapers. This is Darren McCarty. I'm at Outdoor Equipment Co. How would you like to landscape like a legend? How about a bad boy zero turn? And even a chainsaw. And even a weed whipper. Whether you landscape for your job or landscape for fun, get all your equipment from Outdoor Equipment Co., the official equipment provider of Woodward Sports. Michigan grown, family owned. OutdoorEquipCo.com.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
Your home is your most important asset. Flexibility in the sales process is key. When you work with Mark White & Associates, you can cancel at any time, for any reason, without penalty. Speaking of flexibility, check this out. Who you work with matters. Hire the best broker in the game.
Swiss is a perfect place to shop your home and auto shirts. Make sure you go through my guy Mark. Mark at SwissINS.com. Give him a call, 248-800-4177. What up, though? Welcome back to Whatever It's Live on Sports.com. I'm Eazy, Spin More Racks.
What up, though?
Young Chris, Kenny G on the ones and twos. Smash that like button. Be a friend, tell a friend. Share the stream. Coming up shortly at 5:30. Mike Payton, honorary heavyweight beat reporter for the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, you filled in for me when I was in Cali, right?
Yes, sir. I cheated on you with Mike.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
You got cucked pretty hard.
Yeah, it's all right.
No,
I'm an Ian Gary guy.
he's a
Spenny Machado.
He's a golf guy, which is weird because when we had relations in Studio B, when we did that podcast in Studio B, he was kind of like not anti-golf, but like looking towards the future. Now he's a golf guy, so much so they've been putting out articles comparing Goff to Stafford. And I wasn't having none of it. Okay, I'm just not having none of it. But I respect Mike.
Stafford's better in every facet of the game. He's got a stronger arm. He's got more mobility. He has better read of a defense. Better eyes in the pocket. He's more of a leader. Like Goff's good.
He's fucking ghoulish guy, balls in his pocket.
Yeah, like he can move around. He can throw a spiral. He can throw the ball more than 30 yards in the air. Like
that's my thing. Throwing the fucking ball more than
and moving in the pocket.
All the above.
And he's tough. Like
actually,
and he doesn't piss his pants when somebody comes in to hit him.
Kenny, are you a Goff guy? Where you at, Jared Goff?
I'm in the middle. I'm not a Goff guy. I'm a Lions guy.
Okay.
So whoever's working for the Lions, that's what's working for me. But I mean, I wouldn't pay him over, like we discussed that. I wouldn't pay him over $50 million for sure because you're handicapping your team at that point. So we'll see how the year plays out. Depending on if he get this playoff win, we might can reconsider it. But I'm not paying him elite quarterback money.
Yeah. You know, that's something that Booner hit me with, and I know he did as a topic on his show too, is that because we're still Lions fans in the day.
Yes.
Obviously, we're kind of like forced to like do analysis and then a 2-hour show about it. Then afterward, every like 5 days a week.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're still getting enjoyment out of this year's season?
Yeah, for sure.
Because he twisted it, not twisted it. It's not just him. Somebody else said it on Twitter. It was like, you're not even enjoying the season. Yeah. You're not even enjoying the first like winning season we've had since whatever.
We are definitely enjoying it. If you watch us at the fucking live streams every week, we enjoy it. We have a lot of fun.
Especially week 1, bro.
Yeah, that was lit.
Week 1 was lit. You blacked out.
Yeah,
that's how lit it was.
I literally blacked out. I did not. That was the first time I blacked out since like high school.
Yeah. That's impressive.
I don't black out. Like I can fucking drink. and I
fell off the stage.
Drank a lot. Fell off the stage.
Ladies' night.
Yeah, at Coyote Joe's fell off the stage. I didn't fall off
the stage. Get your big ass off the stage.
I jumped and landed then fell. And yeah, it was
motherfucker bounced off the floor.
Showed up like shoeless. Walked in the fucking owl with no shoes on.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I was a menace that day. I was pump faking Lucas. Lucas is sleeping on the couch. I was fucking with him.
That's the part 2. We had 2 lady friends, and we're hunting you. The mission is like to find you. So we get to owl, like we're gonna eat and chill. You're like, no. And then I look down, you're not wearing fucking shoes.
Yeah. It was a good day.
Good times.
Lions won.
Yeah, they did. Lions won a game.
Lions won a game.
Do you have the video of Gilbert Arenas going back on the...
I do.
You want to play that? As much shit as he was talking, he had this to say afterwards.
What, he went back?
Listen, Detroit, stop, right? So I got to apologize because I forgot which twin that was. That twin should have been drafted at Houston because they needed the defensive player. Asar and Amen should have been.
Gil.
Yeah, they were coming for you, Gil. They should have been drafted in Detroit because you need more of a score over there.
Listen,
man, if you don't shut your lying ass up, man. I thought it was the other twin.
This is twice now, Gil.
Man, what are you doing?
This is twice now. You came at Detroit.
Come on.
And then couldn't take the smoke and backpedaled immediately. Trick had this man on lockdown. I'm telling you, Gil, I respect you. You're one of my favorite Instagram follows of all time. Seeing you push Swaggy Piece kids into the pool and shit like that, hilarious. But come on, man. You're going to tell me, I forgot which twin it was? No, you don't.
Even the way he delivered it. Yeah, I got to apologize. Brother, the other twins hasn't even really seen NBA action.
Yeah.
Ahmed's been fucking in the G League, bro. What are you talking about? You got him confused.
Come on, Gil. Come on.
And still, you are a rookie at 20 years old who averaged 10 points.
Yeah.
You
wouldn't have been a part of your own franchise. Bro. You wouldn't have been a part of your own future. If you look at it from your scope, from your lens, Gil, I love you. You're a great player. One of the most certified buckets ever. But come on, man. Come on, Gil. Stop backpedaling. Say something, stand on it, mean it. This is the second time now with Detroit Takes that you've done this.
That's what I'm saying.
Literally
every Detroit take has been wrong.
Yes.
Like every single Detroit take.
Just dead ass wrong. Not even opinion-based wrong, but like factually wrong. Yes.
Like
He's doing it for clicks.
Amin, the whole thing with Amin, we did all the videos breaking down the film of Amin and Asar, right? And it's like Amin's not a better fit in Detroit than Asar. Like, it's just his whole logic was you could tell he's not watching the Pistons. He
and
doesn't
honestly,
care about the Pistons.
Amin is a better fit in Houston because they need that distributing playmaker to go next to Jalen Green.
That's what I mean. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know more ball than Gilbert, but like that just shows that Gilbert's not paying attention.
Yes.
Because somebody that knows ball the way he does, like all he has to do is watch 3 games of each of those teams, and he knows that they were drafted in the right places. Now, who's better? That's another conversation, but they were drafted in the right places. This is just you trying to walk back another take that you got criticized for. I know you don't want that Isaiah Stewart smoke. I know you don't want that. And I think Rashid,
he don't want Detroit smoke. He said it.
Yeah, but Rashid's got that old head respect, you know what I mean? So I feel like Rashid probably sat him down and kind of, after he did the show. Well,
someone in the studio off mic when he was saying that shit was like, "Come on, man!" Like, someone yelled something because even off the camera, off the microphone, you can still hear them like yelling in pain from that god awful take.
Yeah.
Whoa! Don't pull out the 9, Gilbert. Like, we don't want that Gil smoke either. Like,
no, fuck that.
He's been known to keep that fucking thing on him. That's all I'm saying.
The first time around when he said, I don't forget what it was. Maybe I don't think it was when he said we had the first team to have like a private jet. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah.
He said
the bad boys.
Yeah, whatever hate he had, immediately the next day he had got offers to come like promote some shit in Detroit. But he's like, oh, no, I know better. He's like, I know
he doesn't want to smoke with Detroit for sure.
He doesn't.
Nobody wants to smoke with Detroit.
You don't know.
That's how they roll.
I think at this point Gilbert's just doing this stuff for clicks.
Yeah,
I really
absolutely.
do. Especially when it comes to Detroit. Like he knows that he sees that Detroit.
I think he's just talking out of his ass.
Yeah,
really.
It's that too.
I don't think that's the thing. Is like I don't think it's like Click. I don't even think Click is going to go with him. He's just a dumbass.
Yeah. I don't know, but
that's why it's so disappointing.
Yeah. While Detroit fans are gonna engage though. Like
for sure. So, we defend our own for sure.
Yeah.
And that's.
We defend Killian. That's crazy.
I don't think.
That's
if you got people defending Killian like that,
he's one of ours though. Unfortunately, he's one of ours.
Hey, who's got worse percentage in Detroit?
Be
Gilbert Arenas on his takes or Killian Hayes?
About
Which
the same.
percentage is worse?
About the same. Actually, Gilbert's probably worse because he's been like dead ass like just wrong.
Yeah. But I just think Gil's not like researching these topics.
Right.
Like he's not looking into this shit.
That's what I'm saying.
He's just seeing it on paper and like, oh yeah, this guy sucks. Like, come on, Gil, do better.
Well, that's the thing is like you're allowed to talk out of your ass, but don't like speak it as fact. You know what I'm saying? Like don't like you're doing story time. Like Detroit Pistons the first one with the private. Like where did you know, bro?
Yeah.
Like get your shit right. Get your shit straight. It is what it is, man. We got a special guest coming up. My guy Mike Payton. Speed of debates. It's probably gonna be going down.
It's gonna go down for sure.
It's gonna be going down. But first, Spinny, tell us about Lady Jane's.
Coming to Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience and register to win a trip of your dreams and all expenses paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament. That's right, no expenses spared for you and 5 of your best buds. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing. At Feldman Chevrolet, we are leading the charge forward. With every electric vehicle, every mile traveled, one Feldman at a time. The company that puts more Chevys on Michigan roads is now the #1 name for Chevy electric vehicles.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy? It's Planet Fitness. Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
Come hang with the Woodward Sports crew all throughout football season on Saturdays and Sundays. Join our college football and Detroit Lions live watch parties.
Inside the 5, caught, end zone, touchdown, Detroit Lions!
With money on the line, featuring different special guests and surprises. Start times will vary depending on the game. Only on our Woodward Sports YouTube channel.
Feldman's got over 18 locations across the great state of Michigan. It's the best of the business, unlike VMix sometimes. Make sure you guys visit feldmanauto.com to check out the closest one near you. Enjoy the best car buying experience there is.
Feldman.
Feldman.
What up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights live at WoodSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy. Join my guy Spin More Rex.
What up,
Chris,
though?
JB Smooth. Chris, can I get another link?
Yep,
if
I
now,
got
tell him to try his phone. I'm trying to connect with a guy, Mike Payton, to have the Matthew Stafford versus Jared Goff debate. What was that?
He hopped in, and I think he hopped out because it changed.
Okay.
But it's dark now, so.
All right. Speed drive real quick, and I'll communicate that to you.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about Jared Goff. If we can get our guy Mike Payton on here, we're going to talk about Jared Goff versus Matthew Stafford, what's going on there. We obviously have a lot of Lions that we're going to talk about. This Lions team is going up against the Denver Broncos team at home. That takes away the ball at the highest rate in the NFL. And the Lions have not been very good at taking care of the ball. They've given up the ball, 8, 9, 10 times in the past 4 weeks. So they're going to have to worry about that. They have playmakers in that Broncos defense that like to take the ball away from opposing offenses. So Jared Goff is going to have to be on high alert. And now it seems like at least the Bears, but I can see a lot of NFL teams following that same script that the Bears have done, where if you take away that middle of the field out of Jared Goff's repertoire, it gets pretty limited, the things that he's going to be able to do when it comes to pushing the ball to the boundary, playing outside the numbers, and pushing the ball down the field. Jared Goff's arm strength, his mobility, things like that factor in. And when you can't just eat in the middle of the field with Amon-Ra St. Brown, with Sam Laporta, and you actually have to make, NFL caliber throws to the boundary and down the field, he seems a little unable to do so. So I could see a lot of NFL teams, when they're playing the Lions, adapting a similar game plan that we've seen out of the Chicago Bears. Now, the Chicago Bears have a very athletic pair of linebackers that can make that possible, but the Broncos have good linebacking core and they have good safeties, so I think they'll be able to do a similar thing.
It's going to be a tough matchup for Jared Goff, man. I think the key to things, as you've heard a lot throughout the week, is get back to the basics. And I think that what it is for the Detroit Lions is running the football. It's as simple as that. That's how they established. Jared Goff, if you wanted me to give a compliment for the Gobblers out there, he is one of the best play-action quarterbacks in the game right now. Indisputable. And that goes along with a great run game. And the thing about this Denver Broncos team, too, is I get it's a scary defense when it comes to turnovers. And you see the couple of wins they've gotten the past couple of weeks. But they rank 31st DVOA against the run. Yeah. They are not great against the run. So, and that's obviously what the Detroit Lions do best when they do it. And I think that's just like one thing you have to do when you have a Jared Goff quarterback is you have to just manhandle the other team in the run game. And I think that's something Detroit Lions going to be able to do, man. I really do. Which will, in turn, open things up for Jared Goff.
Like I said, I've said that the past 5 weeks. I don't know if I can keep saying that because that's been my keys to success for the Detroit Lions over the past 5 weeks. Run the ball, take care of the rock, don't turn it over, and you'll win games. And they should have won all these games doing that, but they haven't been able to do that. So I can't keep coming up here and be like, yeah, all the Lions have to do, run the ball and not turn it over, and it's going to be great. Well, let's fucking see. Can they do it 1 week out of this past 5 week stretch? It'll be nice. So, again, yeah, that's the fucking key to success. We'll see if they can do it.
Why you gotta swear so much? My grandma's watching.
Yeah, well, your grandma likes when I swear, all right?
Hey, yo, relax. Relax on my grandma, son.
You wanted my grandma.
Especially given Spencer's history of talking about, just finding a grandma for the bag.
That's what I'm saying. He's gone as far as grandpa.
The bag, hefty increase of the bag.
Let's look at the vision here.
KG, were you at the Detroit Lions versus the Denver Broncos?
Yeah, man. They're going to bring pressure, man, and I need the O-line to have a way better game than they had last week. We got everybody a full complement, so I'm just really hoping that one, they can protect against the blitz, and two, also Jared Goff needs to get the ball out fast because he needs to limit his mistakes. They're going to keep the ball on the ground, but when he throws, he has to get the ball out quick.
I'm with you. Yeah. And got a special guest, my guy from A to Z Sports, Mike Payton in the building. What up, though, man?
Oh, what's up, guys? How's it going?
Good. Appreciate you joining us once again, Mike.
Yes, sir.
Love having you on. Let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. Let's get right into the down and dirty.
Hold on. I got to say one thing. I don't follow UFC at all, but I hope this Covington dude gets his
Let's go, baby. That's what I'm saying.
The worst part of it, Mike, is he just does that for clicks. He's not even like that in real life. Like he just talks shit like that for clicks. He's like a real life heel. and he gets his jaw broken sometimes. So it's pretty great.
He hasn't gotten his jaw broken in the same sense. But Mike, last night you're causing a ruckus in Detroit Lions fandom. You brought back an ex of ours, Matthew Stafford, and then you compare him to our guy right now, JG.
Our main chick.
I guess real quick before we do jump into things, what is your perspective? So just so like people understand it correctly, because I know you're not saying he's better, right?
Right. Yeah. No. Matthew Stafford is clearly the better quarterback. That's a given. We know that he's got a better arm. He could do so much more things. He's more mobile. All I was saying was that when I looked up the stats and the analytics, I expected to be a much wider gap in what I was seeing, and it wasn't there. And that was the only thing I was saying. And I think everybody took it the wrong way, as people on the internet tend to do. And I wrote an article about it this morning, just kind of breaking down all the numbers that I was looking at. And again, people, you don't read the article, you don't understand what I'm saying. It's as simple as that.
That's fair.
So essentially, you're saying like the gap isn't as drastic as a lot of people make it out to be.
Yeah, no, I assumed, that when you look at like Jared Goff's numbers and analytics, and you compare them to somebody like Patrick Mahomes, for example, just an example. I mean, I know that's the top guy, but there's a very clear difference. You can see okay, everything on paper is okay, this guy's clearly way better than Jared Goff and is producing more. So I thought that there would probably be a gap that would maybe not be as wide, but would be wider with Stafford and Goff, and it's not. It's just not. And I mean, I guess their film and what you see with the eye test tells you a lot more, obviously, and you see that Stafford is a better quarterback. But in terms of what's being put on paper, what's on the scoreboard, what's in stats, what's in analytics, it's really not that big of a difference.
So for me, and again, I don't want to feel like so disrespectful with Jared Goff, because I am grateful for this winning season we're having. I still want to I don't want people to fall in love with him too much to where we lock him up and we got one of those $50 million, $45 million deals, because I just think that's crippling to the franchise as a whole. But I do see the numbers, but I am a big eyeball guy, and I like context to him. And last night, because I know in your article I read it, and you mentioned some of the deep ball, the 20-yard air yards was a big thing for Jared Goff in comparison, and especially this year. But again, giving context, and this is why I credit Ben Johnson so much more for the rebirth or resurgence of Jared Goff following the trade, is because plays like this, if you want to throw any of them up, Chris, Ben Johnson has been so brilliant that he's been able to scheme open the Sam Laporta. This is against the Falcons. That's one of those 20-yard catches that he has, air yards. But there's a guy wide open where a Matthew Stafford, where he's going to throw that contested. Another situation, there's a 20-yard air yard one against the Green Bay Packers. There's one against the Saints. These are just schemed open. And I just hate that when Jared Goff is given the credit because you're able to say it's on the numbers. It's just without context. It's just I feel like Ben Johnson's a big piece of it too. That one, the flea flicker they had against the Panthers, that was a sick-ass play by Ben Johnson, by the way, shout out. But I guess with context like that, does that matter, or we just go off the paper,
Well, I think that, look, obviously they're scheming guys open for him, and that's great. But I think that you in reality, you're picking out 4 plays here and I don't know if that tells the whole story, because, and I'm just looking up the stats right now, per FTN, he's completed 19 passes of 20 yards or more. So, you picked out 4 in which they were wide open, but I don't think it's like that on every play. I think obviously, they're helping him out in that regard, but there's some plays where he's been able to throw into some really tight windows, especially there's a play against Chicago where on the comeback drive, on the one that they scored the game-winning touchdown, there's a pass to Amon-Ra St. Brown that's in this crazy window over 20 yards, and you would have thought a guy who threw 3 interceptions that day would not have thrown that pass, but he did, and he completed it. And there's little stuff like that I think people tend to ignore because there's kind of this it's recency bias, man. He had a really bad game on Sunday, and I think that people go, well, that's how it's always been. He had that bad game on Sunday. That's how every game is. And if he didn't have a bad game, it's because somebody handed something to him. And I'm not the biggest Jared Goff lover in the world, too, man. I see everybody posting these Justin Herbert Lions Photoshop things. And if Justin Herbert could come to Detroit, man, I'll drive Jared Goff to the airport. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like, I just think that bias, it affects your ability to see what's actually happening. And what's happening is he's not that bad of a quarterback. He's a decent guy. He's just not as good as some of the guys that you want. And unfortunately, those guys are just not available.
They're tough to get.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with that. I think that has been our sentiment for a long time, is that he is a good quarterback. He is, if everything is around him is perfect, if every situation is working perfectly, he can be a great quarterback at times. But, you know, I personally want a guy who can, if the situation breaks down, if the play breaks down, if wide receivers are off the routes, he can go make a play himself. Like, I don't see Jared Goff going out there and making a play himself. If the pocket collapses, he can spin out of that, get a couple yards on a broken play. That's what I want really bad. Or someone that can drive the ball down the field with their arm any day of the week.
We like tall guys.
Tall guys with big hands. Okay, that's your thing. Hey, man, that's your thing.
But I mean,
go ahead, Mike. I apologize.
Well, no, I was just going to say, like, I think, you know, with Stafford, you bring up contested catches. Like, Goff doesn't have a guy that can get contested catches. And that's why I've been pounding the table for the last, 2 years, that they need to go out and get a big-bodied receiver that can go up and do that in the end zone. I think that's why they have so much trouble in the red zone with passing, at least, because there's just nobody that can go up and get the ball. And I think they need a guy like that. But with, you know, Stafford had Calvin Johnson, who could go up and catch over anybody. I mean, that catch against the Bengals in 2013 is like one of the greatest things I've ever seen. But Kenny Golladay could do that too. He could do that in the red zone, but he couldn't separate. But he could do red zone stuff, and he could get contested catches, and that's what made him look so much better than he actually was. Once he got with Daniel Jones, that was done. So I just think that Goff needs a guy like that. And while Amon-Ra St. Brown can catch the ball and do things after the catch, and Jameson Williams is your speed guy, he just has nobody that can get contested catch.
What do you think about, I guess, like, how's that spin into, like, a commitment to Jared Goff for you as a Detroit Lions fan? Like, with this offseason coming up, obviously there's a lot of discussions about the contract being talked about. Where's that sit with you?
Well, I mean, I subscribe to the same thing that Brad Holmes said a couple years ago. It's a lot easier to get worse at quarterback than it is to get better. And when you've got a guy right now who can be a starter, he may not, flash off the page or be the greatest thing in the world, but he's good enough to get you at least to a Super Bowl. He's done it before. He's gotten to a Super Bowl with the Rams. He's good enough to at least do that. And if you want to hold on to somebody like that while you, I don't know, work up Hendon Hooker, or maybe you jump in the draft a couple years from now, it's worth it, because the opposite is you're looking at Bailey Zappi, or you're looking at like Sam Howell, or some of these Desmond Ridder, some of these guys who have been drafted recently, Malik Willis. Like, these are all really bad guys. They're not great. And even in 2021, like, there was Trevor Lawrence, and then there's a bunch of guys who are about to not be starters anymore. Like Justin Fields is going to be on a new team next year, probably. Mac Jones is probably also either going to be on the bench or on a new team next year. So it's not easy to get a new quarterback. So you got to lock down one that plays well enough for you.
That's fair, and I don't think Sam Howell deserves to be in that category personally. I like Sam Howell.
That was unfair of me. I agree. He's been sacked 62 times in 14 games.
Yeah, that's insane.
Jesus.
Man. Isn't that more than Andrew Luck, and he retired from getting his ass kicked?
Yeah.
Sam Howell's got a giant head though, so it can insulate. But I just think I have so much faith in Brad Holmes when it comes to evaluating talent and drafting players, maybe outside of interior defensive linemen, but when it comes to everybody else in the draft that he grabs, I just have faith that they're going to work out, that they're going to be a good player, that he knows talent when he sees it. And what I saw out of Hendon Hooker, I know it's in college, I know it's in a gimmicky system, but the way he could do things, the way he was the no-doubt Heisman until he got injured, a no-doubt first-round pick until he suffered that injury, and I just think he can do what Goff is doing right now. Like work the ball into the hands of your playmakers. At the very least, he'll be able to get the ball in the hands of these guys in space. Maybe not as efficiently right off the bat, and I'm not saying put him in right now. Obviously, that's not. Goff is our best chance to win this year as of right now, but I think he could be able to do that going forward.
Well, I guess, here's what you hope happens. You hope that the Lions are like the 49ers were a couple years ago with Alex Smith, where, Alex Smith was good enough to get the 49ers some wins, but then he started to kind of slow down, and they put this kid named Colin Kaepernick in, and suddenly they were balling out of control. And maybe that's Hendon Hooker for the Lions. I'm not saying that it is. I don't want to get everybody excited, but things like that happen. That happen all the time. So you never know. There could be a quarterback controversy here before you know it, but we just got to see what he can do on the field first, and that's not going to happen this year. As much as people want that to happen in any way, at this point, the Lions aren't even sure if they're going to activate him yet. So it's wait till preseason next year to get your takes off. But I am sure if that dude throws a 40-yard bomb in the first preseason game, it's over.
Yeah.
The takes are going to be just the hottest they could ever be.
Yeah.
What do you make of Hendon Hooker? I guess both coming out of the draft and as a player. What are the things you like? What are the things that make you nervous?
His age makes me really nervous. He's 2 years younger than Jared Goff is. That's crazy for a rookie. So you're looking at a guy who, when his rookie deal is up, will be 30 years old, and that's concerning to me. Obviously, the ACL is concerning. I didn't understand the draft pick when it happened. I was looking more at a guy like Dorian Thompson-Robinson, who plays for the Browns now. I was looking at a guy that maybe you could bring on and develop over the long term, instead of going for a guy that I just don't know where he fits. If he at this age, I don't know where he fits. If Goff gets this contract extension and plays better, then what? Then what is Hendon Hooker? He's just a guy on the bench. He's a premium backup at that point. You use a third-round pick on that you could have used on something else. So I don't know. I think that if Goff gets better and continues to play better, like he did for well over 30 games before this little stretch, then there's a possibility, and this is just me talking, this is not no inside information or anything, there's a possibility that maybe the Lions look to trade Hendon Hooker at some point.
And what does the fear of losing Ben Johnson do for you? We've seen Jared Goff in a Jeff Fisher offense, we've seen Jared Goff in an Anthony Lynn offense, and we've seen him in a Sean McVay and Ben Johnson offense. And that's when he's really thrived and put up those, great to elite numbers, is when you have an amazing play caller and scheme design like those two guys in Sean McVay and Ben Johnson. More than likely, Ben Johnson is not going to be a part of the Detroit Lions coaching staff next year. Anything's possible, but I find it very hard to believe he's not going to take one of these head coaching positions. Does that do anything to you of maybe getting a guy who is more able in an offense that won't be as tight and as great as a Ben Johnson designed one?
Nice and tight.
Look, it's going to be different, for sure. And it really just depends on a few things. When Ben Johnson goes, who's he going to take with him?
Yeah.
And right now, the expectation is that Tanner Engstrom, who the Lions have sort of been grooming to kind of be his replacement, will be his replacement. But what if Ben goes to Los Angeles and takes Tanner with him to be his OC? Then what are the Lions doing? That's where my head is at currently, just wondering what that's going to look like. But yeah, there's a lot of offensive gurus around right now. You just got to find the right one who knows what to do with the players that you have on the field. And I think the best bet is to hope that Tanner Engstrom is staying here and is the guy that they groom him to be.
Yeah, that's why I'm in more favor of a Hendon Hooker, just because you mentioned Colin Kaepernick, and that's a great example. But the 49ers did it once again with Brock Purdy. Jimmy G's another example of that too. Is it's more so the system, which if Ben goes, the system that we saw revive Goff is gone. So give me the guy who's able to make a little bit of a play on his feet and is on a rookie deal where you can afford to surround him with a star-studded cast. Jalen Hurts was a second-round pick. Went subpar, above 500 his first year starting his sophomore season. But then they went and got A.J. Brown. They traded for all these other pieces. And then next thing you know, they're in the Super Bowl. And same thing with Goff. The year Goff went, he was in a rookie deal too. So I'm just more a proponent of that in building the team if you're not able to have like that genius offensive coordinator. But real quick, man, Lions got a big game tomorrow night. Is this still count as national television? I heard it's just only on NFL Network.
I don't know. It's so weird.
Zone.
Yeah,
it's just NFL Network, not a national thing. No,
that's.
I mean, it's national for everyone who has NFL Network, but it's not like everyone can see it.
That's
so
dirty.
stupid.
That is dirty. What's your take on the game tomorrow?
Run the ball. Simple as that, man. The Broncos have the worst run defense in the entire league. They've allowed more rushing yards than anybody. Run the ball, and you will win this game. And it's really that simple. If this were 2015 Russell Wilson, I'd be terrified right now. But it's 2023 Russell Wilson, and he doesn't move like he used to. And I'm not saying that he won't have a game. Like, he could still play, but do all you can to stop Cortland Sutton. Run the ball. You're gonna win.
Yeah, Mike, we appreciate you joining us as always. And like, what does the defense have to do to fix what they've like? It hasn't been. I don't put everything on them because they have been put in bad situations with turnovers on downs and punting on your own or going for it on your own 30-yard line and not setting them up for success. But they got to get to Russell Wilson. Is there a way they can get to Russell Wilson in this game?
Man, I think the only way you can do it is if you help Aiden Hutchinson by getting some sort of pressure on the other side of the line. And definitely you got to stop setting – your offense has to stop setting your defense up for failure, because they've allowed 34 points in the last 4 games, and that's just based off of the Lions' offense putting the opponent's offense in a position where they're already in their own Detroit's territory. So you have to stop doing that. You got to stop turning the ball over. Stop going for the 4th down in your own territory. Just play a little smarter, and again, like, run the ball. Just run the ball.
Speaking of that, like, getting pressure opposite of Aiden Hutchinson, do you have any clarity of what happened with Bruce Irvin last week? Why he wasn't available for game time? Was it the ankle? Is that what it was? Is he healthy? Yeah. Is he good to go for this matchup? Because we saw him get, even though he's, trying to get to that early bird special right after the game, and the Werther's originals were in the locker room. Like, he went out there and he made plays against the Saints.
That's why I took the game off the early bird special.
Yeah, it was the ankle. They didn't feel good enough about it by the end of the week, even though he wound up practicing on Thursday and Friday, but they didn't feel like he was ready to go. But as far as I know, he should play tomorrow. They still have to elevate him yet, which hasn't happened, but they do same day elevations all the time, so it could be some news coming here in the afternoon tomorrow. But maybe Tyson Alualu too. Maybe we'll see his debut tomorrow.
Awesome.
Excellent execution on the name pronunciation there. I appreciate
got you.
that. But,
I got you.
Real quick, I got to see, and I'll let you get going here too. I apologize for keeping you so long. But DJ, he's coming back. Maybe Houston, and early January. How much of a revitalization do you think they'll give this defense upon the return? Or do you think it's kind of all lost either way?
It's not going to hurt it. I can tell you that much. It's not going to hurt it. No. We're talking about a guy who's like one of the top safeties in the league, man. So this is big. This is really going to help Jerry and Cameron Sutton, because they're going to have somebody over the top that's going to be able to help them, which Tracy Walker was not doing that, and that's why he's been benched, and that's why Melifonwu came in last week, and I thought Melifonwu had a pretty good game.
Yeah.
And Kirby, this is going to help him too, because now he doesn't have to have all the pressure of trying to pick up the slack for Tracy, or he doesn't have to try to be the number one safety back there anymore. So I think this will definitely help. Obviously, we just got to find out when that's going to be, and I think my guess is Dallas.
Yeah, awesome. I love to hear that. We're definitely going to need him against Dallas, because they look pretty dangerous. And I remember last year at camp seeing Deshaun Elliott. Me and Eazy were at camp. I was like, damn, he's pretty good size. And then If he came walking over, I was like, holy shit, like, Ify is big. That's a big guy. So I thought he played a good game too. I'm excited to see what he can do going forward. But Mike, we appreciate you for joining us, man. Before we let you go, shout out to the people where they can get more of your content, where your articles are going up, and what you got cooking for the rest of the year.
Well, you can hate tweet me at A_Peyton. Which has been happening a lot since last night, but I'm muting a lot of people, man. I block everybody like I'm Dikembe Mutombo. I don't care.
Not today.
Not today. And then you can find all my articles at A2Zsports.com/Detroit.
Are the Pistons breaking the NBA record? Straight losses?
Dude, I don't know why, but I kind of hope so. It's really weird. Like, I want to see how bad it can get.
History, baby.
He's dirty.
Might as well break some sort of record.
Well, yeah, might as well. If it's there, go for it.
I ain't mad at you. Mike, I appreciate you, brother. You got a Pistons podcast too, right? You still doing that?
Yeah, that's right. Bad Boys and Beyond. We took the week off, but next week we will be back with our Joe Dumars Part 2 episode. So looking forward to that.
Yeah,
Mike, I appreciate you. You're a great guy. You're the fucking man. Keep killing it. You're putting A to Z on the map. I didn't even know about them till you, man. So keep crushing it, brother.
Appreciate you, Mike.
Thanks, man. Later.
Easy, tell us about Fairway.
I'll tell you guys about Fairway. You want the best meat in the biz? They got it. For over 60 years, Fairway Pack Companies provide Michigan's finest hotels, restaurants, and casinos with prime Wagyu beef, dry-aged beef, and more. Get it delivered to you at fairwaypacking.com or stop by in Grosse Pointe for grab-and-go steaks.
And let me tell you about Jack Labrador. Has watching and arguing about sports made you a last-minute holiday shopper, feeling more pressure than Jared Goff in the pocket behind an injured O-line? Jack Labrador has you covered. It will change your gifting game. In-your-face heads-up play that'll have you at the edge of your seat. It's one deck that brings 3 games to the table, perfect for lazy last-minute shoppers like you. Jack Labrador is the ultimate gift that keeps giving the holiday fun. Scan the QR code above or go to jacklabrador.com to get your decks today.
Gabby is a college student struggling to study for her big exam. Then she discovered Syntron, a healthy way for her to stay awake and focus. Jennifer frequently has chaotic days like this until she gets online, orders some Syntron, and finds her groove. April visited her local grocery store, purchased a case of Syntron, and entered to win the Syntron 100K Vegas giveaway. Pick up your case of Syntron today at any Meijer location or visit drinksyntron.com/Vegas and enter for the 100K Vegas giveaway.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune in to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel. Come hang with the Woodward Sports crew all throughout football season on Saturdays and Sundays. Join our college football and Detroit Lions live watch parties.
Inside the 5, caught, end zone, touchdown, Detroit Lions!
With money on the line, featuring different special guests and surprises. Start times will vary depending on the game. Only on our Woodward Sports YouTube channel. How would you like to win not one, but 2 vehicles of your choice? One for you and one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Get to Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut and automatically enter for your chance to win. Courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Have you ever wondered where all the finest restaurants get their steaks? It's Fairway Packing Company, providing Michigan restaurants, hotels, and casinos with prime beef for over 60 years. But now you can buy these cuts of meat for yourself at the Steak Shop by Fairway Packing Company. Prime porterhouse, A5 Japanese New York strip steak, dry-aged Wagyu beef tomahawk. Delicious. Get to the Steak Shop today. Enjoy fine wine, have a private party, and get the finest cuts of meat anywhere. The Steak Shop on Mack Avenue in Grosse Pointe Woods, or order online, fairwaypacking.com.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, two of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder.
Have you ever wanted a bar where you're a regular? Head to one of Hamlin Pub's 7 locations and experience where everyone's a regular. And I'm telling you, that smokehouse brisket mac and cheese, that shit saved me from a hangover. I was sweating Don Julio, and that was where it was at. Hamlin Pub, every NFL game, all Michigan sports games, they have food and drink specials, so make sure you check it out. Experience your new favorite pub for all things sports. Hamlin Pub, where everyone's a regular.
Yeah, or two.
Guys, you want to party with the boys tomorrow? Make sure you head over to bullseyeeventgroup.com. All you can eat, all you can drink, and a shuttle to take your drunk ass to the game afterwards. bullseyeeventgroup.com, sponsored by Long Drink, the official Detroit Lions VIP tailgate party.
Yeah.
What up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights Live on Sports.com. I'm Eazy. Spin more racks.
What up,
Young
though?
Chris. We got Kenny G on the 1s and 2s. Uncle Nick's learning the TD booth.
Yes, sir.
Going on. Oh, okay.
Uncle Nick.
Uncle Nick. Unky Nick in the building.
Unky Nick.
Smash that like button if you guys haven't already.
That was still the funniest thing when this guy goes, just to clarify.
You just fucked up because now you gotta say it because this is completely out of context.
Man, let it rock.
When he
Oh,
said,
you're scared? You got red.
Ridiculous.
Nick's gonna beat you
I'm
up?
just not trying to. I'm
You
just
just
not trying
nervous
to put Nick
Nick's
out
gonna
there
beat
like
your
that.
ass.
No.
You look nervous.
A dog walk.
oh.
Dog walk.
Hey, you know that little thing with the shoulder after? Those shivers going down the
Yeah,
spine.
that's
Oh,
fair.
shit.
You hear that
And their
thing?
shoulders
In the
ready.
back of your head? That's
their
pride
shoulders
fucking with you.
It's your pride fucking with you. Pride is the devil. Hit that like button, 5-star review. I got a question on my shin, Spinny. Got a couple of them, actually. We can keep it with the quarterbacks. Or we can talk about some heavyweights. You let me know where you want to go with it. You're going to 100% me. Look at this guy.
No, let's do heavyweights.
You do the heavyweights?
Yeah.
All right, so a lot of excuses being made for Jared Goff. I shouldn't have said it like that because I already told my point of view. But a lot of the excuses being made for Jared Goff have been based upon the offensive line.
The Dubbies, big uglies.
Are you willing to point your finger, cast blame some of the heavies?
I'm not gonna. I mean, it's a little bit. Like, obviously, we know Jared Goff needs a perfect situation. It needs to be 82 degrees and sunny. It needs to be, like 10% humidity. He needs to have his 2 eggs and toast and bacon in the morning.
Avocado toast.
Avocado
He's
toast.
Cali.
He's a Cali guy. And, he needs a full complement of players around him. He needs a perfect offensive line. He needs great wide receivers who are in their spot on time no matter what. So, yeah, it's a little bit of a factor that the offensive line was missing. Colby Sorsdale did not play the best when he was in there. I don't think that's anything to scoff at. Taylor Decker has had a rough couple games. Graham Glasgow didn't have the best game yesterday, but that can't be the reason. It's not like they've been dog shit. Like, they just haven't been a top 5 offensive line in the NFL like we're used to seeing for the beginning of the season. They've been an average offensive line, and an average offensive line makes a Jared Goff look like a Jared Goff. It doesn't enhance his play at all. So I don't think it's the sole reason, but it definitely is a factor.
She's a good-looking human there. I flipped my script a bit.
She's got some nice titties.
Wow. Dude, my grandma, man.
Sorry, man.
I just had a niece yesterday. I got more respectful of women now.
I don't. My brother's having a boy.
Shout out to your brother. I don't want to blame the offensive line because I still think they've been able to execute at what they do best, and that's run the football. And that's why I've kind of like flipped my script just a bit because I'm still a huge fan of this man. But Ben Johnson.
Yeah.
Like, everything this guy does, and Jared Goff, is predicated off that play action. Why are we going away from running the ball? I know the offensive line's been injured, but last week you quite literally went against the best run defense in the league.
They were toting that bitch.
And each running back got 60 yards apiece.
Jahmyr Gibbs was looking real good.
Both of them got 60 yards.
Yeah.
Why'd you go away from that? It was unnecessary.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole third quarter, as some people would say, which it was a third quarter. That's all they did was lay a turd there.
Yeah.
There's only 4 running plays in total. That you can't do that. You can't.
It's not great, Bob.
I guess, like, stop allowing yourself to expect Jared Goff to pass you out of these situations. Like, I'll be respectful enough to tell you he's a good quarterback, but we all know he's in the right situation.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not running the ball. He's unable to do that. Teams are able to pin their ears back and tee off on him. Now, I know the secondary started 1st and 15, but I don't give a shit. Run the ball.
You're getting like 6 yards of carry.
Give me a draw on that first play or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess that's just where I'm at. Chris, Kenny, you guys get work. You go first.
I was just going to say, if it's 2nd and 15 and you give David Montgomery the ball, he gets you 6 yards, that's better than an incompletion on 2nd down.
Yes. Chris?
Yeah, I'm just starting to wonder if, Ben Johnson and Jared Goff, it's that relationship where, one person was carrying it, one person was building up the other person, putting all their time and energy, and it's just become taxing.
Jonathan Majors.
I think that's where yo,
bro.
That's where Ben Johnson is at.
That's just fucked.
I think that's where Ben Johnson's at. He's had it. He's put all he can into making Goff a decent quarterback, and now, he's had it. He's burnt out. It's that relationship. It was never meant to be. It was never a match made in heaven. He literally said, "I'm tied to Goff." Does that sound like somebody that's happy to be in that relationship? No, that does not. Come on, man. This is basic relationship here.
Did you see the video of Jonathan Majors?
Do you believe in my dreams like Coretta, bitch?
Did you see him running from her?
Yeah, bro, it's fucked up.
That shit is so fucked.
I had a situation like that.
Yeah, she almost ruined that man's career, bro.
She did. I'm pretty sure.
No, it's not.
Plug.
Well, Marvel pulled the plug, but he's still going to be getting roles and shit.
Yeah, but like that's the money maker. That's Disney.
And Kang, he was good as fucking Kang, bro.
He was good as fucking Kang, man. But your dude might be coming out.
But also they screwed up Kang.
I'm pretty hyped.
They screwed up Kang, making him fight Ant-Man though, and then losing.
I agree.
I agree.
You never lose to Ant-Man, bro. All he does is grow in strength.
SU lost to was fucking Ant-Man, bro.
Ant-Man's got hacks, bro.
No.
Ant-Man's got hacks.
Yeah, if he crawls up your ass.
Not like Squirrel Girl hacks, but he's got hacks.
Wait, what's Squirrel Girl?
Squirrel Girl is one of the only people that one-on-one beat Thanos.
How?
Read it. It's pretty fucked. Kenny, how do you feel about Jared Goff in the offensive line situation?
I mean, he's got to be better, but I mean, the O-line, we know he's not a scrambler. We know he shits the bed under pressure. The O-line has to be better, injured or not. Yeah. I mean, Corby Sorsdahl, he had a horrible game. Like you said, Taylor Decker, somebody who we expect to go out there and give a good game. He's been shitty the last 2 weeks too. So I definitely need to see a better performance out of the offensive line because, I mean, Jared Goff can only do so much. We know this. So we have to try and accommodate him as best we can. So, and also people need to catch the ball, i.e. the screen to Jahmyr. So
yeah,
it's not like we have Matthew Stafford back there.
I'll tell you one thing. If we had Stafford, he would be force-feeding J-Mo.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
J-Mo would have 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns by now if we had Matt Stafford.
Bro, J-Mo would be a fantasy god.
Yes.
Fantasy
god. He'd have like 6 catches, 120 yards, and 2 touchdowns every game.
J-Mo would be a fantasy god. That's all I got to say.
And how much better would our running backs be?
Amazing.
If they knew, like, oh shit, Jameson Williams is going to get a bunch of balls every game.
And I got to be honest, I do see it both ways, where it's like
$50 million.
When you have a Jared Goff, and part of it is like you have Ben Johnson, obviously, which is like a blessing. Like when you have a Jared Goff, you are forced to play by the X's and O's and execute by the X's and O's. To where like you have a Matthew Stafford, obviously you can do a little bit more things like off script and whatnot. But I think when you have a Matthew Stafford, like you do like draw up a couple of those, like fuck it,
yeah, of course,
go air that bitch out. You know what I'm saying? But like
Booner says it's laughable that J-Mo would have 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns if Stafford was the quarterback.
Booner, get your ass in here.
Yeah,
rolling this bitch
Booner,
like Stone Cold Steve
Austin. I know you don't
Austin.
remember what a quarterback with a good arm looks like, but come on, man.
Booner, what are we talking about, brother? Chris Durham?
Come on,
Marvin
Hall,
bro, don't disrespect.
You saw what he did with Kenny
Galladay. Yeah.
What did Kenny Galladay do
example.
after he didn't have Stafford? What did Kenny Galladay do? Nothing.
Do you believe my dreams like Coretta, bitch?
Yeah.
Stafford has made a lot of wide receivers.
Booner is a golf gobbler. He's itchy and slappy.
I didn't say it. You said it. No,
he slapped you.
That's one thing I will say. Though, is like you're less likely to like draw up the perfect game plan when you do have a Matthew Stafford because you're kind of spoiled with riches there. You just like go out there and air it out, do what the fuck you got to do. Yeah. But Booner, you are definitely you gotta stop and hear some WWE shit. All right, we're going to quick break. Get back on my guy Booner. I wish we played some Look at that.
Uh-oh. Slappy in the building. Slappy, baby.
All right, let's go to break. And let's end the hostilities.
Let me tell you about P-Fit.
Pre-Smoke Friday.
Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where anyone, and we mean anyone, can feel comfortable and work out on their fitness goals. At Planet Fitness, you'll experience a squeaky clean gym that has tons of equipment, a full-body workout in 30 minutes in a 30-minute circuit, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all this for just $10 a month. No matter where you are, there's a Planet Fitness close by. More than 50 in Metro Detroit and thousands more throughout the world. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
And Citron Energy is doing a $100,000 trip to Vegas getaway. Take your closest friends and live it up in the city that never sleeps. It is tough. It's tougher than anything on that album I reviewed. But this Citron, you can enter now at drinkcitron.com/Vegas for a $100,000 trip. Take your closest friends, live it up in the city that never sleeps. It's Citron, the healthy energy drink with great taste for the people who desire to look good, feel good, and be the best versions of themselves. Purchase a 24-pack today at your local Meijer store or drinkcitron.com/Vegas.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
Savor the heart of home at Big Boy with our all-new down-home comfort dishes. Feast on home-style goodness with our Southern Comfort Chicken Bowl, veal parmigiana, and apple pie hotcakes. The down-home delight doesn't stop there. Potato pancakes are back. Dive into the richness of our perfectly crafted potatoes with our classic potato pancakes and our stuffed potato pancakes. Top off your meal with our new gingerbread shake, a seamless blend of creamy vanilla and sweet gingerbread flavors. Nothing beats the comforting taste of down-home cooking. Enjoy every bite, only at Big Boy.
When it comes to your pet, don't settle. Give your pet the best at Premier Pet Supply. Premier Pet Supply is hands down Michigan's best pet store. Family owned and operated for over 30 years. 13 Metro Detroit locations, over 60 brands of food, lowest prices, and curbside home delivery. Make sure you go to premierpetsupply.com to give your pet the best.
Spit a freaking rap god verse. I got a laptop in my back pocket, but I live in a killing outfit.
It's just like having a kid. Exact same thing.
Not the same thing at all whatsoever. Welcome back to Word Heavyweights, live at woodsports.com. My boy Eazy, my guy Kung Fu Spinny.
Hello.
Young Chris, he loves cats, big cat guy there. We got Kenny G on the ones and twos.
Yeah.
And we have the man, the myth himself. He speaks in third person because he's that cool.
I'm Booner.
He's Booner.
We know someone else who speaks in third person.
Booner, Booner, come on, Booner. You came out here to get destroyed, though, son. Say what you can.
Not get destroyed. I just want to clarify something. So you guys think if Matthew Stafford was in Detroit right now, Jameson Williams today, he would be sitting here with 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns.
Tell me how he doesn't.
Okay, you guys want to know something crazy? If in 9 games that man has 1,000 yards, he's second in the NFL in yards per game.
That's not true.
Just behind Tyreek Hill.
That is not true.
That is true. He's played 9 games. And you're going to sit here and say he had 1,000 yards in 9 games.
Yeah.
That is so he's the second best wide receiver in the NFL with Matthew Stafford.
No.
That's what you're telling me.
Is Puka Nacua the second best receiver in the NFL?
Yeah. He has 1,000, but he has 13. We're talking about 9 games into the season. He has played 9 games. He would be at 800 right now, 700. Sitting here saying we would already have a 1,000-yard receiver in 9 games just with Matthew Stafford.
What
do we do?
For real.
Technicalities, you said right now he would, instead of the yards he has right now, he would have 1,000.
You see how hype he's getting over this?
800 more yards than he has now, just with Matthew Stafford in 9 games.
We'll say 600, 700.
Okay, that's fine. That's where we'll.
So you're fighting this.
You're just up here on the desk trying to go at you.
No, you're ready to fight this hard over 150 yards?
Not over 150 yards, 111 yards per game, the second best wide receiver in the NFL. You just sat up here on the desk and said that. Don't say stuff on the desk that's completely wrong.
He'd be getting 100-plus yards a game.
So he would be the second best NFL wide receiver right now. Because there's only one player in the NFL that's averaging 100 yards. There's one player in the NFL that's averaging 100 yards per game. That's Tyreek Hill.
He would be one of the best weapons in the league if he had a quarterback who
could get him the ball. I'm not a Goff slappy or nothing like that. But when we start making outrageous remarks about all of that, like, come on.
You're just getting.
I would say 80 yards a game. 80 yards a game is fine. I would say 80 yards. Maybe a top 20 wide receiver, but to say he would be the second best wide receiver.
200 yards has you this upset.
Not 200 yards. That's a big difference when we're talking about this stuff, Spencer.
200 yards.
You just sat up there and said he would be the second best wide receiver in the NFL, and it's Jared Goff's fault because he's not. That is wrong.
It is Jared Goff's fault that he is.
I'm not a slappy. No, listen, I'm not a slappy. You're just a hater. There is no way, in fact, Jameson Williams would be the second best receiver in the NFL.
There's no way, in fact, you have a weapon like Jameson Williams who should.
He would get you.
Listen to me.
He would be top 20.
Let me fucking talk.
He would be top 20. He would be top 20. He would be top 20. I'm sorry you're mad because you said something crazy up there.
Are you going to be respectful or are you going to leave?
Said something
crazy.
Are
you going to be respectful or are you going to leave?
Go ahead.
There is no reason in the NFL you have a guy like Jameson Williams. What?
This is a bad statement. You said a bad statement.
Listen to me. Listen to me what I'm going to say.
Listen to me.
There is no reason you have a weapon like Jameson Williams in the NFL. And in his entire career, he doesn't have a single game where he has more than 2 touches.
I agree.
Do you know why?
I agree.
Because you have a quarterback who can't get him the ball.
But when you make it over just a complete wrong statement on the desk, that's an issue.
I forgot he missed 4 games.
Okay, that's it.
Okay.
But that was just
outlandish. If he played all season.
Saying he would average 100 yards a game.
Do you believe in his dreams like Coretta, bitch?
If he played all season, looking with Matthew Stafford, where would he be at right now, Booner?
With Matthew Stafford in 9 games?
If he played 11 games.
Let me do my math real quick, because I would say how many games? 9?
9 games, yeah.
650.
650.
About 70 yards a game.
He'd be over that.
About 70 yards a game.
You said Puka Nacua has 1,100 already.
Puka Nacua has 1,100.
Yeah, but he's played 13 games though. Like, you have to look at this stuff. Saying that statement just to bring Goff down is just like, I get if you don't like Goff, but to say Matthew Stafford would come in here and
that wasn't to bring Goff down. That was to say Matthew Stafford.
I mean, I know it wasn't, and Matthew Stafford's that much better, but like the context of it, it's like. The context is Jared Goff can't give him the ball. I understand that. Getting more than him, he needs to get 4 targets a game.
That is the whole thing.
I'm on that side. But to say that Stafford will come in and replace Jared Goff and make him the second best wide receiver in the NFL, I called you out on it. You said it, and it was wrong.
I'm a little homie right your bitch ass man. But get him, KG.
No, we've seen Stafford do this though. Like he force fed Calvin. Look at Puka Nacua, man. We've seen him do this with receivers. Look at Cooper Kupp. You can't tell me that through these games he wouldn't have damn near 1,000 yards, if not 1,000.
Are you listening, Booner?
I'm listening. Kelvin Johnson. I'm trying to get my stats as well here together.
Okay.
I understand, but Stafford hasn't played every game this year, and Puka Nacua still has 1,100 yards. So,
Cooper Kupp played every game this year?
Nope.
No.
Okay, so Stafford would have Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jameson Williams. So you're splitting those as well.
Yeah, and
he's not going to force feed J-Mo. He'll force feed Amon-Ra. He'll force feed J-Mo. He'll force feed Sam Laporta. He's got more. If he was in Detroit right now, he'd be scared.
Kenny Galladay had back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. What has he done since? No season over 500.
If you would have sat up there and said J-Mo would have a 1,000-yard season in a full, I would say, yep,
he would have 1,200 plus in a full season.
Yep, you're right, sir.
He would have 1,200 plus in a full season.
Like, dude, I don't care going at all. Like, I'm just gonna say stuff how I see it, and when you said that statement, it was obvious that you were overreacting and trying. And it's an obvious thing to where
I forgot about the 4 games.
Okay, and like the overreaction is crazy. So I called you out and I got you.
If he played a full season up to this point with Matthew Stafford, if he didn't get suspended for the first 3 games of the year, if he played the whole season with Matthew Stafford up to this point, he would have over 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns.
Even with the suspension, I think
I don't know, actually, man. With Amon-Ra St. Brown, like, he would probably have 700, 800 yards. In the season, the full 17-game season, I would say yes, he would at least be a 1,000-yard receiver.
And so what are you defending? So you're defending Jared Goff
just
so hard.
I'm not defending Jared Goff.
You know he's worse.
This has nothing to do with Jared Goff.
You know he's worse.
This has nothing to do with Jared Goff today.
Then what does it have?
It's that you guys are like, that was just an outrageous statement.
Okay, all right.
So
I'm going to dissect everything you say on the show.
Easy. What do I say all the time?
Booner's 2-0 against the heavies right now.
Never lost, baby.
Booner is 2-0
I just when I
against the
see
heavies.
something, and I don't care if you come at me. If I say something crazy on the show and I'm wrong, I've looked Easy in his eye. I've looked people in their eyes. I'll say,
and I said
you got me. But I was in the back there and I heard you say that, and I know this whole golf narrative that's getting pushed.
It's not a narrative. He's not good.
Chill out the N-word.
You just said it.
There's a narrative.
You just said
You're acting like he's a bottom 15 quarterback in the NFL.
Without anybody, without everything going perfectly, he is a middle of the pack quarterback.
I'm not trying to push any narrative. Booner,
shut up with the narrative.
Booner is here to try and let people know how it is.
Booner.
I'm the one I'm going to tell you the truth.
Listen, you're 2-0 on air. Off air, I got a lot of dubs against you. Draymond
I've got a lot
included.
against you as well.
How about the other day, last week, I should say, we talked about Chicago. You're like, yeah, the Detroit Lions are going to blow out Chicago. And I was like, Booner, Jared Goff doesn't play well in the weather. And you hit me with the N-word narrative. What happened in the game?
Stop saying the N-word, man.
I'm just saying, bro. I just stop using it.
I will admit, I was wrong. You got me on a technicality.
That's not a technicality. You were just wrong, bro.
Jamison Williams didn't play the first 3 games.
It's not a technicality.
It is a technicality.
No, you were just wrong. Technicality means
I was talking about a full up to now.
Wrong.
He's a technician. It's whatever. It's
not a technicality. You got me on a technicality.
Say something
and you got
stupid
really
so I
fired
can
up
win it.
over 200 yards. I understand
that you got to find your win.
You got to find your win when you need it.
Go ahead.
Also, what did you say in the group chat the other day?
Now you're just trying to find a win.
That you take Will Levis over Jared Goff today, right?
On what?
You take Will Levis over Jared Goff today.
That's a joke. Do you not realize, like, bro, don't take this my group chat.
Pulled the group chat out.
Don't take the group chat jokes that we have, bro.
That's a joke.
That was
Spenny, you know it's sarcasm.
That's a joke.
I jokingly texted there because I've been on Will Levis.
How would I know that?
This man's desperate for
a win.
How would
I know that's a joke?
This man's on the ground like.
Who would you take right now, Booner?
Right now,
yes.
Jared Goff today.
Hey, listen, I know, fuck that.
In the future,
stand on business. Long term, season, you were open to drafting Will Levis.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Stand on business.
No, you want to know why that was?
I'm not saying for the season.
Eazy and I had a lot of conversations in regard to that 13% rule in the offseason, and I was under the impression on my end that I still want the Detroit Lions.
Mayo, just say it.
I want the Detroit Lions every year to, go after a quarterback. You have to find that replacement for Jared Goff eventually because you can't win paying a quarterback $50 million who's average. I've been on that. I mean, Easy, me and him have had 100 conversations about that. Will Levis was one of the guys in day 2 when I did the draft show. Day 2, I sat up there and said, Will Levis is falling. That is my guy. I've been on him for 2 years since he's been at Kentucky. So that's why I jokingly in the group chat said, trade Jared Goff for Will Levis straight up.
I know you didn't want to trade
That was obviously a joke.
No, I know you didn't want to trade him.
Long term, though, having Will Levis behind Goff
Jared
Goff right now.
Okay.
Long term, having Will Levis behind Jared Goff, I would have loved that. And that's why we have Hendon Hooker, and I love that.
Speaking of Hendon Hooker, that's our next topic. We're going to talk.
I love you all.
Yeah, you think Hendon Hooker's game changer or game manager?
Minus the semantics, if Jamison Williams played the entire season so far.
Yeah.
The whole season with Jared Goff or with Matt Stafford as his quarterback, he would have over 1,000 yards right now.
Yeah.
Can I just make a statement real quick?
Yeah.
I'm not a Goff slappy. That's very well known.
No more. You
retired.
retired.
Well, no, not even then. Me and you've had conversations in the offseason.
You retired.
About
you're just like a Lions slappy.
I'm a Lions slappy, but I'm going to tell how it is. And Easy, I had 100 conversations in the offseason about moving on from Jared Goff. So all the people in the chat, Booner's a Goff.
You hung up the cleats.
He's not. Can I have you this though, Booner? Because you are 2-0 against the Heavies on there. Officially.
Yeah.
But the people have a chance to get a dub against you tomorrow night. You want to plug that in real quick? Was it the lockdown thing, the locker thing?
Yeah, I guess we can locker. Yeah, so we're doing it tomorrow. We're going to be doing. It's kind of sweet. There's going to be a graphic on the screen at the watch party to where there's going to be the locker app. You guys will be able to download it and compete against me for a chance, I think, to win $500 in prizes.
$500.
And basically, it just runs through the first half. They'll just keep popping questions up. You download the app, and there'll be questions like, are the Lions going to score a field goal or a touchdown or turnover on this drive, things like that, and you're just competing against me. Some of the boys who will be here at the watch party, they'll be competing as well. That'll be tomorrow during the watch party. I'm pretty pumped. That's
$500 and you get to say you beat Booner, who,
yes,
by his words,
never lost.
Never lost. So make sure you guys tap in for tomorrow's watch party in Spinney. How do we guard our home against Booners? We can't.
Guardian alarm. When you got wild Booners running around outside, you're gonna need someone to take care of you, and that is Guardian Alarm. Guardian Alarm offers you customized solutions from real experts. Their professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 professional monitoring. You can call them anytime, day or night, and no Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And of course, they have technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology. It's been proven to work, and people who have been proven to care. So call them at 1-800.
Stay out.
That's 1-800.
Stay out.
And let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
Get the heck out.
We've just received word. The world's cannabis supply has vanished. The public is outraged and has taken to the streets in response to this tragedy. The individual responsible acted alone, and we can only hope they will make things right soon.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. How would you like to win not one, but 2 vehicles of your choice? One for you and one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Get to Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut and automatically enter for your chance to win. Courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Guys, get the best curated cannabis. Well, real quick, actually, Dispo, I know a lot of people just think this. They see it and they just think cannabis. Cannabis products. Guys, I'm talking everything from cheese puffs, creams, lotions, drinks, lemonade, candy bars. Cannabis products, not just cannabis products. And they get the best at Dispo Dispensary. Make sure you guys head over there. Every Friday, they got Santa Claus there. An opportunity for you to win $200 in store credit gift cards.
Check it out.
His local cannabis plug. What up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights Live on sports.com. I'm your boy Eazy. Join my guy Spimo Rex.
What up, though?
Young Chris, JB Smooth. Smash that like button. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Hey, Booner's been clean for a couple months now, you guys. Chill out.
Yeah, his dealer came in last Sunday.
Yeah, he's looking for him. Booner owed him $8.
Yeah, Booner ran.
He really did, bro. Got a couple things on here.
He left.
Booner got the fuck out.
It was so funny. That guy was something.
He's definitely on one.
Oh, for sure. He was like, "What's up, big dog? I made it." So I thought
you knew him.
I thought he was a fan or something.
It's Booner's dealer.
It was Booner's dealer.
Turned out.
And then Booner ran.
He did. He owes him $8. You know? We were talking about Hendon Hooker. Cam Newton spoke earlier this week. He said, there's game changers and there's game managers. And obviously, this is like a next year topic, and I apologize for the Golf Gobblers. They got to go through this, but we talk about the same shit every week. I want to get a new topic in here. What are your expectations, a little bit early expectations of Hendon Hooker if he does become a starter for the Detroit Lions at some point? You think he's more of the game manager type or game changer?
I think he can be a game changer. I do. With his ability to move around the pocket, with his ability to extend plays with his legs and deliver the ball down the field. Maybe not a Patrick Mahomes. I'm not saying this guy's going to be a top 5 quarterback in the NFL.
Just the ability to do it itself.
But the physical traits he has, his size, his mobility, his arm strength, all the things that Jared Goff doesn't have, like hand size, arm strength, mobility. He's not a bitch in the pocket and freezes up anytime gets near him. Like, he's not Booner's best friend. So I think he'll be able to make some plays. I think he can extend plays more. And that kind of, for me, that's what takes you out of that game manager mode, is when you can go get a play for yourself. When shit hits the fan, everything's on the wall. You get pressured. Your wide receivers aren't doing anything great. They can't get open. If you can go make a play for yourself, that's where I think that puts you over that game manager hump. And I think Hendon Hooker will be able to do that.
Kenny G, expectations on Hendon Hooker, game manager?
He definitely has game changer tendencies. And we just got to see it, man. We forget that this guy could have been a Heisman winner. And everything we've seen shows that he has the potential to be a game changer. Like you said, his ability to move around the pocket, deep ball, immaculate. And yeah, the age is a little bit scary, but I mean, there's a lot of quarterbacks with longevity in today's NFL. As long as you're taking care of yourself, he'll be behind a really good offensive line, and he'll be kind of insulated. We got weapons here, so I feel like he can definitely hit the ground running, especially seeing that he's sat for or is going to sit for about 2 years. So.
Ice cream's so good. You got a super chat, so we had to do it.
Ice cream's so good.
Kenny's like,
what the fuck was that?
What the?
I'll show you, baby.
Remember those AI TikToks? The TikTok AIs?
Yeah,
we
whatever
did
it is.
this. Ice cream, so good.
Someone said the super chat. Yeah, I think that you guys said. Kenny, what's your social media, by the way, so people can give you a follow if they want to holler at you?
I'm not on social like that. I got to get back. So,
damn.
So we'll leave it unnamed for right now, but I will be coming back.
Okay, leave your recommendation for Kenny G's X name. Either way,
sounds wild.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah,
don't go into the chat, please.
It does sound wild, dude. Just say
Twitter, yeah. I'm with
Eazy
you.
just pimped him out.
Him and JB. It's like he's super deductible, guys.
Bro, super.
The reason why I bring this up, because there's a graphic in there from the 33rd team, and they made a graphic of teams that should draft a quarterback or think about drafting a quarterback in this year's draft class. And our Detroit Lions are there. And I've been seeing this lately too. I know Detroit Supremacy is one of them as well. Talking about the Detroit Lions drafting the quarterback. I have some faith in Hendon Hooker here. Like, if they grab a guy in the first round, it's like a stud. Like I obviously have whatever, take a swing on it. But like hitting the third round is like an early pick for a quarterback. I mean, there was some like sort of faith there, and much like Kenny G said, Spinny said that earlier too. Like this is a former like Heisman candidate. If it weren't for like the injury that took place, like. I think you can allow yourself some faith in something to happen here with Hendon Hooker. I know Kenny brought up the age. I know Mike brought up the age. There's a guy coming into town this Sunday with the Super Bowl ring. You want to know how old he was when he was drafted? 25. That's Russell Wilson. He played both at NC State and Wisconsin before being drafted to the NFL. Himself got in the Super Bowl. The big thing for me is a rookie contract.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
It'd be sweet if you develop into something sweet. Cool, I'm all for it, but the rookie deal gets you the best opportunity because it gives you the best possible team if your GM's maneuvering things right. That's what I'm down for.
And like I said, like what Jared Goff is doing, I can see Hendon Hooker being able to do that. Like to be able to put the ball in the hand of your playmakers and let them go. At the very least, he'll be able to do that. At the very least, he'll be able to hit these dink and dunks and hand off the ball. And you're going to be paying him 10% of what you pay Jared Goff.
Yeah, exactly. Third round pick versus like right now. A lot of people don't realize that. I say it every day. The third. The third highest cap hit in the league right now is what Jared Goff's working with. On top of the fact that he's looking to get re-upped as early as this offseason. So that's not going down like anytime soon. And a lot of people say, well, next year it's going to go down. No, he's trying to get re-upped right now.
Yeah.
Chris, you had your hand up?
Yeah, that was exactly where I was going. I wanted to go off his point, which was good about the age. And where I'm at with it is, again, all I give a fuck about is a rookie contract. After that, let's see the dust settle. Is this guy really a good quarterback? Then, okay, we extend him. Is he not? Then no. But that's where I look at Philly and how they just continually go through quarterbacks. And then also the 49ers is the most obvious example, like just cycling through quarterbacks, just trying to find the right one. And Brock Purdy was literally Mr. Irrelevant, last pick of the draft. So it's like you could find a quarterback wherever. If you have faith in that quarterback, you draft him. And so to me, the third round pick draft capital isn't much of a. It is obviously a risk, but the reward is worth it. So for me with Hooker, I think he's got those game managing abilities, like you say, and I think he is a game manager with game changing ability. Is the way I would say with him.
That's honestly, without the starting at the end of it, the perfect way to put it. He is a game manager with game changing ability. That's exactly the way I'd sum it. Good job, Chris. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, dog.
Situations matter too. He be coming into a really good situation here.
Yeah,
So.
Exactly what Spencer said, right? Like you have the playmakers, you have the guys that can give you the yak. You have just so many different people to pass to. You have a whole ecosystem that was built like
Chris loves that shit.
I love the ecosystem.
That's his favorite thing he's ever said.
You
He
go to
brings it
Michigan
up every
State.
time.
That's like the #1 college for.
That's true. Agriculture.
Yeah. Right next to Com Building. Shout out.
Shout out.
And oddly enough, they're up there in criminal justice, and all that weird shit keeps happening on the campus.
That's
but-
true. That's true.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, we got our detectives.
They're out somewhere else. They they graduate and then they go somewhere else.
To be fair,
it's also a big packaging school.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What?
The packaging building's the one right by.
Right next to Com Arts. Yeah.
Right next to.
You go to school for packaging? Oh,
Yeah.
logistics?
Oh, yeah. No, like design and shit like that. A lot of my boys went for packaging, and they got pretty nice jobs right now. I should have done
I
that.
got a degree in interior design. The way I rearranged Shorty's guts.
Jesus Christ!
All
bro.
right,
Talk your
Chris.
shit, man.
Yeah, that was.
Talk your shit.
Freaky ass.
Out of nowhere, bro.
What the fuck? Smash that like button if you guys haven't already, like Chris did in college.
Especially said design, and I saw that meme before, and I was just like, it popped in my head.
Nah, I'm excited for the Hendon Hooker experience. I know it's too early to be saying that because we are dealing with the Jared Goff situation, but I just think that's.
Yeah, you like the package.
I think this is gonna give us the best opportunity, and as Kenny said, like what he was talking about, is that he's stepping into like one of the more ideal situations.
DNC, he said, "Whoa, WTF."
The best
Big
place.
Story Entertainment's like creepy.
Hey, did y'all see the video of Hendon Hooker passing in practice?
Yeah,
to J-Mo?
Yeah. I mean, J-Mo's jogging and shit.
But still, it's 40 yards.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I mean, it spiraled.
It spiraled too.
There's Gun
wasn't a
Guy.
duck. It
Gun Guy
definitely
says, "Take your pants off."
Yeah, he's all about it. He's all about it.
He's ready for you, Chris.
That guy's
Stepping
a
in.
menace.
He's gonna have a top 5 offensive line in front of him protecting him. You got Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah.
You got Jamison Williams.
Yeah.
You got Sam
But
Laporta.
Jameson Williams isn't good if you're Booner.
Come on.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Either way.
Itchy and slappy.
Either way. Let's go to break a little bit early. Let's gather ourselves. And before then, let me tell about Mark White. If you'd like to move very, very far away from Chris as far as possible, hit up my guy Mark White. He'll save you $5,000 on your closing costs. That's right, $5,000 off your closing costs if you call my guy Mark White at 248-290-8242 or visit markwhitesells.com.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel. Come hang with the Woodward Sports crew all throughout football season on Saturdays and Sundays. Join our college football and Detroit Lions live watch parties.
Inside the 5, caught, end zone, touchdown, Detroit Lions!
With money on the line. Featuring different special guests and surprises. Start times will vary depending on the game. Only on our Woodward Sports YouTube channel.
What happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? You expand and offer more products to more people. Talk your shit. That is exactly what Les Stanford did by adding Les Stanford Buick GMC, the same great service that customers have come to know and trust. On Woodward Avenue, just south of 9 Mile. Check out Les Stanford in Dearborn today. Les Stanford, find new roads. All right, pick 'em time.
Kenny.
Pick 'em time.
What up, though?
Can I get a commitment from you?
Maybe. Let's see.
So every other Monday, we don't have a sound guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever JB does remote, that's why we don't have one today, because anytime JB does a remote broadcast, he's not in like later in the day.
Yeah.
You want to come in Monday to do sound?
I would love to.
Yeah?
Hell yeah.
Sweet, because that's even better because we do this pick-up segment
We do a pick 'em.
Okay.
So we pick the games. I bring out a list of games. No points, no spread, just straight up pick 'em.
Got it.
And every person gets to lock one team. So if your lock hits, it counts as 2 points. If it doesn't hit, it's -1.
Okay.
And so everybody can lock one team. Nobody can lock the same team as somebody else. We'll let you get the first lock since it's your first day.
But the loser,
this is easy for me.
the loser wears a hot dog suit
on Monday.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Whoever has the worst record wears the hot dog suit.
All right, well, I'm going balls to the wall, man. Give me the Buffalo Bills as my lock.
Oh shit, we got Dallas Buffalo in here.
All right,
you sure? I'm
sure.
There's some easier matchups.
I understand that, but Bills Mafia, baby, let's go.
All right. Kenny going strong, taking the Bills. Talk your shit. As his lock. All right, Eazy, Dallas Buffalo. Who you got?
Where's this one at?
It's in Buffalo.
In Buffalo? Give me the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, Dallas, they've beaten. I think the Eagles are the only team they've beaten above 500. Like I get they look like tough as shit, but they built that record off of nobodies. Dak Prescott's about to win an MVP right now. That's never fucking happened before. And then you look at the schedule.
Well, yeah, Dak Prescott's never won an MVP.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's just not that type of quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like it's wild to say that Dak Prescott's going to win MVP. You look at the schedule, like, okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Same thing when Jared Goff was in the MVP conversation. Like, oh, they did play the Panthers, Tampa Bay, and the Falcons. Okay, it's starting to make sense. That's starting to add up. Cowboys are softer than everyone thinks.
Chris?
For me, yeah, I'm picking the Bills too, just because Josh Allen's my guy. And yeah, lock the Cowboys.
Chris is locking the Cowboys.
No, I just think for the Lions' sake, like I need to see Dallas lose this game, so I have a little more faith that we can pull off that Dallas game.
I'm taking the Bills as well. They're going into Buffalo. It's going to be the cold and the snow. They don't really have a running game.
It's going to rain.
Tony Pollard, it's going to rain. I went to the wrong airport. It's already, they've proven Tony Pollard has kind of been shit this season compared to what we thought Tony Pollard was going to be. So give me Buffalo. Next up, easy. Minnesota versus Cincinnati.
Minnesota versus Cincinnati. Where's that? Cincinnati?
Cincinnati.
This sounds gross, but give me Cincy.
Cincy.
Little backup quarterback matchup. Yo, Jake Brown. Zach Taylor's underrated as fuck.
Yeah.
Jake Brown has looked like straight. And they got 2 W's with Jake Brown right now.
That's just adding on to your Joe Burrow hate.
It really is, though. Look at these other teams with backup quarterbacks versus like the Bengals right now. Like Joe Burrow's nice. Don't get me wrong, but I think it's just overrated when people try and put him on the Patrick Mahomes level or like Josh Allen. Because look at the weapons he's got, bro.
Yeah,
he got 3 arguably
nonsense.
#1 wide receivers.
Yeah. Kenny?
Give me Jake Browning. I'll take the Bengals.
Taking the Bengals. Chris?
Yeah, I'm also at the Bengals. Also at the Bengals.
Another clean sweep.
I'm taking the Bengals as well. Yeah, right. I think it's it's not going to be the Raiders situation where the Raiders scored 0 points last week and they scored fucking 63 the next week. I think Minnesota's going to be struggling with Nate Mullins, and Browning wins the battle of the backups. Next up, easy. Pittsburgh at Indy. Who you got?
Yuck.
Pittsburgh at Indy.
Yuck, for sure. A couple ugly games.
Pittsburgh. Is Trubisky still?
Yeah, I think so.
Is he going for the
Pickett might be back. I'm not sure.
Give me the Colts. They actually been winning games, respectable games too, with Gardner Minshew.
Kenny?
Said it on the morning show. I still believe in Mike Tomlin to not have a losing season. Give me the Steelers, man. It's going to be ugly, though. 6-9.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's exactly where I'm at. I'm betting on Mike Tomlin. Give me the Steelers.
I'm betting on the stash. Give me Indy. I think Gardner Minshew is the best backup in the NFL. He's going to go out there. He's going to win. This is a team that put up 30-plus on the Browns. I think they'll be able to get it done.
Yeah, but the Browns got some injuries now.
Yeah, but their defense didn't have injuries now. Let me tell you, Eazy, we got another ugly matchup. My boy, Tommy DeVito. We got the Giants.
Johnny Gauntlets.
At New Orleans.
Ooh. I don't know why. For some reason, I just thought Red Dead Redemption when you said that. I don't know. So give me.
Great game, by the way.
That is a great game.
Man, fuck New Orleans. Give me Tommy Cutlets, bro.
Tommy Cutlets.
Fuck it, bro. Why not? That was a crazy-ass pick I just made, but fuck it.
Kenny?
Yeah, the Saints are sleeping with the fishes, man. Give me Tommy Cutlets.
Oh, man.
Chris?
I'm going to go to the Saints. I have no clue why.
I mean, they should win, to be honest.
I'm going to go with the Saints as well. I think,
at home, they're a better team technically.
My Paisan brother, I'm sorry, but I think the magic runs out for Tommy Cutlets. I think the Saints get this win.
Don't
at
get
home.
whacked saying that, man.
I know. Hey, I got
Going
ties too.
against the
I got
family.
Going
ties.
against the family.
Oh, I'm not going against the family. I'm making bets here. Come on.
Going against a made man. He's got a stripes.
He's not a made man. Let me tell you. Next up.
Let me tell you.
Let me tell you something. Next up, we got Tampa Bay and Green Bay.
Tampa Bay at Green Bay?
At Green Bay.
Green Bay. Yeah, I think that defense can get going. I know not consistently enough, but they got some pieces there. And obviously Baker Mayfield's Baker Mayfield. They could rattle them pretty easily, in my opinion. IMO.
Kenny?
F the Packers, but Green Bay.
Ooh, okay. Chrissy?
I hate when you fucking do that. Yeah, give me the Packers, man. Give me the Packers.
All right.
Tough, right?
He's debating that L word.
This is a tough one.
He's debating
Baker
that
Mayfield, man.
This is.
You know you want to pick him.
I do. I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay. I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay. I think they have a better. No, I was thinking about it. I think they got a better defense. I think they have better wide receivers.
Better pizza. My ride better.
My bitch
My
is
bitch
better. Better ingredients, better pizza. My whip better. My fit's better. My bitch is better. Give me Tampa Bay and the Fighting Baker Mayfields. Next up, Houston at Tennessee.
Houston, they give me. Give me Tennessee.
Yeah, C.J. Stroud's still in concussion protocol. So
I couldn't think of his name in time. That's exactly
who's
why
their
I took
backup?
Tennessee. Dude, long neck.
Oh yeah,
Chris's
long
twin.
neck. Chrissy back.
Long ass neck.
Kenny G, who you got?
I gotta take Mayo Coffee, man. I don't want to, but no C.J. Stroud. I don't think they win.
Gotta take Booner's guy, Will Levis.
Yeah, thinks he's better than Goff right
He
now.
does, yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
Chrissy, who you got?
What's the matchup? Tennessee.
Houston at Tennessee.
Yeah, give me Houston. Give me Houston. No
You sure
doubt
Will
about it.
Levis had the comeback win last week, man.
I'm going with the Mayo Coffee and Will Levis.
Oh my God, you guys are disgusting.
Give me Mayo. Give
He's
me Mayo
riding on a
Coffee.
high.
Oh.
They're down two of their starting wide receivers. They're down their starting quarterback. Give me the Mayo Coffee. Next up, Washington
The man eats
versus
banana peels.
Ooh, to be fair though, D'Amico Ryan's got a cold ass defense, and as a rookie quarterback, you might eat him alive. but
Washington
I already
versus
think
the
his
LA
team.
Rams.
Washington versus the LA Rams. Give me the Rams. They're fighting for a playoff spot. That's the former team that Sean McVay started with, so he'd be hungry to beat them out, and I think he's a great coach, and they got Matthew Stafford.
Kenny?
Yeah, this one is tough. Give me Stafford and the Rams, though.
This might be a good-ass shootout, though,
Yeah, it's
between
gonna be a
Sammy
tough
Howell and
game,
Matthew
man.
Stafford, yeah.
Chrissy?
I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. Lock it. Lock it. The Rams.
Damn it! I was gonna lock the Rams.
Bro. I was going to lock the Rams, too.
Yeah, I'm going with the Rams as well. It's like our guy Mike Payton said, Sam Howell's been sacked fucking 62 times.
That's insane.
In 14 weeks.
That
Like,
is insane.
Aaron Donald's going to get 2 of them bitches. All right, next up.
2 of them things.
We got Baltimore versus Jacksonville. Who you got?
Baltimore versus Jacksonville. Give me Baltimore all day. This one's in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
It feels like a game that Baltimore will lose, but Trevor Lawrence got that ankle. It's a deadly defense. I don't think he's going to be as mobile as you need to beat a Baltimore team.
Kenny?
The Jags might be a fugazi, man. Give me Baltimore.
Fugazi.
Yeah, give me Baltimore. Easy.
I am locking the Ravens on this one.
I know, but I got to see what else is on the slate.
I'm locking the Ravens.
It's
I think
a safe lock.
They're going to, it's Stanford.
It's in Jacksonville, right?
It's in Jacksonville. They got one of the best defenses in the league. They're going to go down there. They're going to harass Trevor Lawrence.
You want something crazy? That
Matabuke, shout out, bring him home.
Hey, Matabuke. Sounds like an Italian dish. Miami's got their stadium built to where like the sun.
Miami, you did say that.
Miami.
Welcome to Miami.
Miami has the stadium built where like the sun like beats.
Miami Stadium
on the opposing
is fire,
team.
dude.
No, I'm saying that they
Hard
built
Rock
it.
Stadium.
They built it where the sun like beats on the opposing team, and then their team like stays shaded on the home side.
Yeah. Wow.
Did you know that?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Miami Stadium is
that's
fire
brilliant.
too. I like Hard Rock Stadium.
know,
a lot.
huh?
Maybe the Jags got something similar.
Next up,
I know,
possibly one of the best games of the week: Battle of the Birds, Eagles Seahawks.
Eagles versus Seahawks.
Yeah.
Where's this one at? In Seattle?
In Seattle.
Ooh, fuck. Seattle's up against it. Pete Carroll's a good-ass coach. They also got the 12th man, too. But I can't go against my light-skinned cousin. Give me Jalen Hurts in the bags.
JB's boyfriend. Kenny, who you got? If you got, I mean, you're in JB's booth. He's in love with Jalen Hurts.
You keep calling me JB, by the way. Don't think I ain't Pete.
Oh,
damn.
I know, right?
He calls Nick JB when he's in the
Just wanted to let you know I caught that. But I took the Seahawks last week to be a trap game
I said
for
KG.
the 49ers. You said what?
I'm saying KG.
Yeah, KG's cool.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I've said KG. Maybe it sounds like JB. KG, JB.
No, you said JB a couple times.
KJB.
KGB.
That's what I was trying to say. My bad.
Nah, but I took the Seahawks last week as a trap game for the 49ers. That didn't work out, so give me Philly, man.
Philly. I like it. Chris, you're taking Seattle?
I am not taking Seattle. I'm taking Philly.
Should have taken Seattle.
Bounce back
I
game for
am
Philly.
taking the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah, they're going to bounce back.
I feel like it's a trap game, though. I think so.
It could be.
Yeah.
It could be.
I
The
think it's
Seahawks is
Seahawks
always
win.
a tough matchup.
Yeah.
So.
Detroit, Denver.
Detroit. Give me that. That's my lock. Listen.
That's
Detroit Lions.
ballsy.
Hey, you say it's balls. Listen, primetime games in Detroit.
It's not prime time.
Never lost.
Well, whatever.
It's fake prime time.
It's fake prime time. Yeah, that's some bullshit, by the way.
crime time.
Why did we
It's
why
prime
did we just
time.
get bumped like that for it to not be prime time like that? That's just crazy.
Yeah.
Prime time. Either way,
Square squad.
prime time or like nighttime, I should
Prime
say.
time.
Detroit Lions at home. They do damage. They're embarrassed themselves against a division rival. Dan Campbell's going to get on that ass, pause, and in that ass, pause, of his former mentor, Sean Payton. They're going to be...
Score prediction?
Score prediction? Fuck.
You get it right, I'll give you an extra 2 points.
All right. 27-24.
Safe ass score.
Yeah.
Talk your shit, Easy.
Kenny?
That's right.
All right, I said it earlier, 24-21 Lions with a Riley Patterson walk-off field goal.
Ew,
Book it.
I do not like
Book
that.
it. From 28 yards out.
Okay.
Though. Anything past 28 yards.
Okay, that makes more sense. Chris?
28-24 Lions.
28-24. I like it.
You can get back to the basics, run the ball, and get the dub.
I'm going 28-17 Lions.
Oh. Wow.
Well, I can see that too, though.
Wow.
Well, that is our pick'em segment for this week. Wish you all the luck, gentlemen, except you're all going to lose. We need Kenny in that hot dog suit for the first.
Yeah.
He's
Hey,
not
good luck
very-
with
That's
it.
fair.
Bill's
Oh,
coming
wait.
back.
No, you locked. Okay, you got a lock.
I locked Detroit.
You locked Detroit.
Chris
You
locked
locked
Dallas.
Dallas. I locked Baltimore. Kenny locked Buffalo.
I did not like Dallas. You gaslighting motherfucker.
No, you locked the Rams. All right, we're good. Easy. Tell us about
I
something.
tell you about Glorious.
Glorious.
Glorious Cannabis is back with a new iced water bubble hash infused pre-roll called Honolulu Blue. It smells so good, it's like the whiff of the first playoff win in 31 years. It's a gassy, aggressive strain named in honor of Detroit football. You can find it today at Dispo Dispensary and get it 25% off at checkout using the promo code Woodward. Visit gloriouscanna.com. Glorious.
Glorious.
Your home is your most important asset. Flexibility in the sales process is key. When you work with Mark White and Associates, you can cancel at any time, for any reason, without penalty. Speaking of flexibility, check this out. Who you work with matters. Hire the best broker in the game.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy? It's Planet Fitness. Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
Your childhood may be over, but Playtime is not. Outdoor Equipment Company is your source for outdoor power equipment sales, service, and parts. Carrying top brands such as Bad Boy, LS Tractor, Steel, and more. Servicing the Great Lakes regional locations in Metro Detroit and Greater Lansing. For more information, visit us at OutdoorEquipCo.com. Outdoor Equipment Company, your power equipment playground.
What up, there? Welcome back to Woodward Waves Live on WoodSports.com. I'm Eazy, Spin More Racks, Young Chris,
Nice.
Kenny G,
Get it right.
KG, but not JB.
Who's
Baby.
been abducted?
Huh?
Who's been abducted?
He has been abducted.
He has been abducted, officially.
Would you consider JB abductable? Like easily abductable?
I mean, if you leave candy somewhere, maybe. Love you, JB.
That's true.
Big shout out.
Leave some candy or like a couple Slim Jims next to like a wrestling poster.
JB does always got snacks.
He's got Slim Jims on deck always, dude.
I swear. Honestly, JB's got like everything you need.
Yeah, he's got Slim Jims, Rice Krispie treats, and those little cheese puffs.
He had a whole extra like thing of chapstick for me. I was like, yo,
unopened.
Hey, he's a man.
He is the man.
But I mean, what does it say though? If like he is
mailbag segment by the way,
he is getting constantly abducted, right? Like Mondays, Fridays, like he gets
abducted,
but he gets returned. Like
that's what I'm saying.
How does that work?
Ren and JB.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What's going on? You learn how to count?
How many candies JB's got in the bag?
Georgia has 5 5-star players and 8 4-star players in the transfer portal.
Sheesh.
They're fucking bailing, dude.
Why?
I don't know.
Money talks. That's why.
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess, but fuck.
That's crazy. Do you really believe the Marvin Harrison stuff by him going back?
I wouldn't blame him.
Why
I wouldn't want to go to the Bears either.
$25 million they were talking about?
Why would he? But you think he's going to the Bears automatically?
Yeah, for sure.
Bears are taking him.
Unless they find a way to trade back to like 3 or something.
Low key, if I was the Bears, I would trade the number 1 pick.
But to be fair, they could trade back to 3.
Yeah, I would do that if I was the Bears.
Yeah, for sure. There's a couple wide receivers in this draft too.
But I like Justin Fields, so
I honestly, Justin Fields straight. I can't say I like him because I'm a Lions fan, but he is entertaining. I'll say that.
How come that wasn't a game? Browns versus Bears.
What do you mean?
Like on our list? Because I actually think that might be.
Oh, you see that game?
Yeah.
But no offense to Mike, I love Mike. When he said DTR, I was like,
no,
never, bro.
Yeah, I mean, but
DTR went like the 5th round.
Big Daddy Flax is back though.
That's what
Joe Flacco.
Flag Daddy.
Yeah.
Flag Daddy. I think the Browns beat the fuck out of the Bears.
Yeah, I don't know though. They got a lot of injuries on offense though.
Not really.
We got a mailbag
They got
question.
a lot of tackles out. Don't they got like 3 tackles out?
I know
Flag Daddy.
Garrett's playing hurt.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Bears win that game.
I would.
Yeah.
Where's it at? Cleveland or Chicago?
I don't
Find
know.
out. Either way, somebody asked, who do you guys think is making the Super Bowl? This from Ethan's Buggin'.
San Francisco, Baltimore.
It's got to be someone you know.
Huh?
The YouTube name's Ethan's Buggin'.
Ethan's Buggin'. That is pretty funny.
It's for sure somebody you
No,
know. That's your burner.
It's not. He asked you.
Yeah, no, but it's mailbag, so I'm asking everybody. I got...
That is funny, though. Ethan's Buggin'.
Ravens, 49ers, Super Bowl rematch.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Ravens-Niners.
Yeah, but this time I think the Niners take it.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of the obvious
I think
one.
the Ravens or the Niners would have won last year.
Man.
What'd you say?
I bet on Lamar.
Betting on Lamar?
If they get there, yeah.
Yeah, I think the Ravens get there for sure. I put them in.
That'd be such a good game, man. Ravens-Niners would be such a good game.
I just need, like, even if he doesn't win, I just need Lamar to get there.
Yeah.
So certain demographic of people will shut the fuck up.
And have a good
that
game.
meme.
He can't just get there. He got to ball out too.
Yes.
Throwing the ball too.
That's true.
Throwing
too.
the ball.
Yes.
Yeah.
To be fair, like if motherfuckers don't like use that card for Jared Goff every time, and he didn't ball out in the Super, then like fucking I'm using it for Lamar too.
Yeah, that's
Well,
fair.
so for a certain
He made the Super Bowl.
group of people could shut the hell up. Yeah, I would like Lamar
That
to
same
make
meme.
a Super Bowl.
The same meme that
Sunglasses hat.
that Kobe Covington fans.
Yeah, Kobe Covington fans.
Yeah.
Big Lamar haters.
If we all have that same Baltimore San Fran right now.
Yeah.
Do we really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So who's the team that we're sleeping on? Because like somebody's gonna catch fire in the playoffs.
Kansas City.
You think so?
What's a
I never count them out.
Yeah.
Why do you do that? Why do
I
you
still
start
think
doing
Philly
this?
can make it back.
I can't help it, bro.
Damn it. What'd you say, Kitty?
I still think Philly can make it back.
Yeah. That's the thing too. Is like
I don't think anybody's beating San Fran if they're healthy, man. They're so fucking good.
you've all heard the expression. It's not like who you play. It's like when you play them. And like there's certain teams like in the season it felt like when they were hot, like Jaguars were one, Philly was one too. But I just feel like Philly like ran out of their magic. They won like so many close games against a lot of good teams, like that Bills game. It just felt like they like
Yeah, so we hitting
emptied
Twin
the
Peaks
clip.
after the game tomorrow to
Twin
watch
Peaks,
the
or there's somewhere closer too if you don't want to miss any fights. But I don't care. Yeah, I'm down.
I mean, it's not that far.
The other place called like Nick, you might know. It's like 30 seconds to something, 35 seconds.
30 seconds
it's a
to
sports
Mars?
bar. I think it is something like that.
Shout out Jared Leto.
I don't know. But yeah, I definitely want to watch the fights. Yeah, actually, let's do pick 'em with that one. Kobe Covington, Leon Edwards. Who you got?
I got Kobe, unfortunately.
Damn, you dirty motherfucker.
I mean, I don't want him to win, but I think
I'm
he's
with you.
going to.
Yeah, I got the same. How about Pantoja versus my guy Raw Dog Royval?
Pantoja, probably.
All right. How about Stephen Wonderboy Thompson versus the Foreigner? I don't know. It's
The
like
Foreigner.
That's
Svavkat or something.
Yeah.
Probably Slavkat, honestly. Wonder Boy's kind of falling off.
Tony versus Patty Pimblett.
Patty.
Get Tony. I'm actually about to throw bread on that one.
Is Tony the underdog? He's got to be, right?
He's got to be the underdog. Yeah. I'm not sure. Bryce Mitchell's fighting Josh Emmett. That's actually low-key a banger.
That should be a banger.
That could have been a fight night. Ian Gary and Vicente Luque are supposed to be in this too. Kenny, do you watch UFC?
I'm casual now. I used to back in the day more, but yeah. But I watch the mega fights whenever I can. So
are you going to be here for the watch party or no?
Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow.
Let's come with us. Watch the fights after.
Hey, I'm with it. Let's go.
Give me Bryce Mitchell versus Josh Emmett.
Josh Emmett.
Yeah. Yeah, Josh Emmett. Give me Josh Emmett, Tony Ferguson, Shavkat. He's my guy. I can't pick against him, although I technically do think Pantoja's going to win. But give me Raw Dog Royval and Leon.
Yeah, give me the same, except for I am going to take
Patty Pimblett.
Patty Pimblett, yeah.
And Pantoja?
Pantoja, yeah.
Well,
that'll do it for us today. Appreciate y'all tapping in the Woodward Heavyweights all week. Make sure you like and share the stream. For
follow
Eazy,
XXX
for
Kenny
Kenny,
G, not JB on Twitter.
For Chris, I am Spencer X, but we are the Heavyweights. Let's go Lions. Enjoy your weekend. We'll catch you guys on Monday. Peace.